Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for a double watch along. We have in the FA Cup third place championship side Swansea against Premier League leaders Manchester City. That is kicking off imminently. I can see Matt Grimes and Freddie Woodman and Ryan Manning and Ben Cabango in the tunnel, all waiting to go for the Swans. Then going to have a bit of an overlap because at 7 p.m, big game in the championship, top six clash there. I think second against fourth, isn't it? Reading versus Brentford. We will be across two games at once for the last 10, 15 minutes, unless this is what they would call in American sport a blowout, in which case we will then focus fully in over here on the laptop at Reading versus Brentford. Should be a good time. Interesting one here. We'll have a look at your comments. Get your predictions in if you want as well. I'm coming in short, only 5 minutes ahead of kickoff because we're on a long show tonight. But let's have a look at the FA Cup picture and we'll have a look at the team. So tonight in the FA Cup, we did Burnley and Bournemouth last night. Good win for Bournemouth. 1-0. We're expecting a new manager there in the next day or two. So 5:30 kickoff tonight is Swansea, Manchester City. Then at 7:30, Leicester versus Brighton, Sheffield United versus Bristol City. 8:15, Everton, Spurs, and then tomorrow, Wolves, Southampton, and Barnsley versus Chelsea. Let's have a look at the team news in this one. We'll go to your comments and we'll say hello in a minute. Let's just get this done first of all, and pretty strong from both camps. Definitely not second teams, probably not even 1.5 strength, let's say. Even stronger than that, I would suggest. So there is the Swans team there. Woodman in goal, Cabango, Latibaudiere, formerly of Manchester City, and Guay, Bennett and Norton rested, but still strong. Roberts and Manning are the wing backs, so Bidwell rested. Grimes, Fulton, Danda, Hurahan rested. Lowe and Morris, so Ayew is rested. So their strongest team would likely include Ayew, Hurahan, Bidwell, and Bennett or Norton. One of those two probably. So I don't know how many that was. 4 rested. For Manchester City, Stefan in goal, who is not Edison. Walker, Garcia, Laporte, and Mendy is not necessarily a first choice back four. We'd expect Cancelo, Stones, and Diaz in there. But further forward, look, Rodri, Gundogan, Silva, Sterling, Jesus, and Torres. So very strong in the front six for Manchester City. Let's have a look at the benches for both. For Swansea, well, Webb, Bennett, Norton, Bidwell are first teamers. Kieran Freeman's come from Sheffield United, another option at right wing back there. Areola doesn't get the debut that Morris does. Hurahan, Whittaker, Ayew. So if they don't need to use some of those first teamers, they won't. And then Manchester City. Edison, Stones, Zinchenko, Cancelo, Gomez, Foden, Garcia, Doyle, Riyad Mahrez. The players take the knee. And we are about to kick off. I promise I'm going to your comments in just a second. But we have already kicked off in this one. Swansea versus Manchester City. 0-0. And the ball is out of play already. Let me just give you a check on the referee. It is referee Peter Banks. Right. I'll give you time check in a bit. Lowe plays it down the line to Grimes. Crossing position. I think that's gone out, has it? It didn't. Yes, it did. Goal kick to Manchester City. Say hello in the chat here to Pete. Swans, and then a draw later on. I'm sure he'd hope for that if he's a Swans fan. Good evening to Liam. Good win last night versus Rochdale, or bad defeat versus Peterborough, depending on who you support. Hey, Steve, Evening, Ben. Looking for just respectable Swans performance tonight and no injuries. Yeah, fair enough, Steve. I think we could all get behind the logic of that. Hi to Carl and Noah, Mr. E, Iain, Ben, Jim, Noel. I'm good, man. Phil Foden is here. Very nice to see. Such a great player in the chat there. Joel is here. Manchester City coming forward with Gundogan. Out it goes to Torres. Torres into the box along the floor. Sterling, edge of the box. Sterling knocks it back into Rodri. Rodri just to Jesus, who's come short outside the box. Works the opening. Good save by Woodman. Manchester City looking rather dangerous in the first 90 seconds of this one. Hi to Leeds 2021. Jim, okay. Noel says 3-1. Manchester City. James is here as well. Chris is here. Yeah, Iain is not happy about the referee last night in the Rotherham game. We will talk about it later on for sure. Well, not later on. We'll talk about it tomorrow in the stream. Evening to Anir Labrute. Swift and Maite out today. Yes, we have heard. And I think we are all good. I haven't done my plugs yet, have I? Because we came in hot 5 minutes before kickoff. Jesus is down injured. He's got a massive tattoo on his leg. What is that? Oh, I can't quite see from here. Huge tattoo. It must have a high pain threshold. Let's just say thank you to our fan sponsor, Charlie Frost, 30 years of Laura Royal. Here's to many more. And Charlie's Reading will be up later on. Ticking along the bottom, if you look down, it'll tell you that you can support via Super Chat at any point in the broadcast. First Super Chat in a stream becomes king of the bin. We did have to use it the last couple of days, a couple of times, and you own the fake news sin bin sponsorship. But get involved with your Super Chats. Patreon is the way forward. Lots of work going towards Patreon, and we've got a great Q&A show already queued up for tomorrow. Some good questions in there that I look forward to discussing tomorrow morning. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, and you see something that looks like that, press on it and draw more people to the stream. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. Barlio, I'll give that one to the chat. Predictions for Sheffield United, Bristol City. I went home win. Yes, and is right as well. 2 sackings in League One. One of them was not Paul Lambert. It was Paul Tisdale and Keith Curl. Here come Manchester City with Rodri in central midfield. There you go. Thank you, Jim. We'll drink to you, sir. Jim, the first super chatter, is the king of the bin. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind. Jim, great supporter of the channel. Normally with his hashtag back the bloom. Back the bloom campaign. Bees for automatic promotion or another balls up. Oh, it's stiff saying it was a balls up last year. They won 8 on the trot towards the end. Basically, at the moment, curved glass, every metric you can see has Brentford going up. But all that takes is a couple of defeats, and metrics don't always predict. Well, metrics don't ever predict anything, but they sometimes do. Just contradicting myself, you know what I mean, don't I? They don't ever 100% guarantee to predict anything, but not being able to see the future, they're all we've got, really. Rodri plays that out to Gundogan, left central midfield position. Gundogan drives at the Swansea defence. Out it goes wide to Mendy. Mendy crosses to the back post, and Manning sticks it behind for a corner. He had Torres behind him. All Manchester City now in this first 5 minutes or so. Back the bloom, damn right. Enjoy your tea, Leeds 21. Jim, the king of the bin. Damn right, Joseph. Corner to Manchester City, which Gundogan, who seems to score every week recently, is going to take. I can see Laporte up and Garcia. Gundogan right-footed from the corner, near post, cleared by Jay Fulton. Mendy tries to recycle and headed away by Manning. Back in by Mendy. Well played by Torres and switched wide. Nice ball that. Gundogan drives the cross. Poor ball by the German. Easy for Freddie Woodman. Need to think about training ex-pros to be referees. Yeah. I'm glad you worded it that way, Ben. I thought you were going to say, so they know the laws, because footballers don't know the laws, but you've worded that perfectly. They do know what footballers are going to do. I'll give you that one 100%. Gives a shout out, Ben, says Lee. I'm working on a tender for work. Tell us more, Lee. Guardiola must be scared, playing most of the big players well. Or he just wants it done easily. Box. Jim is right. Have to stay in the game as long as possible. Do the Swans. Here comes Gundogan down the left. He seems to have had about 50 touches in the first 6 minutes of this game. Of course, I'm exaggerating for effect there. Out wide it goes to England's Kyle Walker. Torres wide of him. The old inverted fullback, the Guardiola trick there. They've swapped back around now. Here comes Walker. And he plays it in to Garcia. And Man City, if I click on the numbers, have probably got about 80% possession so far in this one. Utterly dominant in terms of who's had the ball. Swansea getting a good defensive workout here in terms of their team shape and their tracking. Torres goes around Manning. Cross is deflected. Manning plays that to Fulton. In the left-back area, Guay clears it, but it's nodded back in by Rodri. And here come Man City again. Gundogan to Sterling. Sterling stands up Grimes, gets it back again, comes inside. Gundogan takes it off him. And he's got Mendy open, but he goes inside to Jesus. Lovely feet by Jesus to Sterling. It's a good thing I don't have to watch Man City every week. It's hard to keep up, I have to say. Swansea immediately play into the channel, and in one pass, here comes Morris, and he's beaten Garcia. Morris, nice low cross looking for Jamal Lowe. Dander was arriving, and there you go. Swans nearly created an opening with one pass there after Manchester City with about 500, I jest. And here they come again with Kyle Walker. Sterling, who's the captain for Manchester City today. Laporte to Garcia. And it's just amusing. Manchester City's basic, where they've struck camp, is with the two centre-halves on the halfway line and literally everybody forward. It's quite something. I remember watching Ipswich playing Manchester United years ago, and Rio Ferdinand just basically said, right, I'm going to stand on halfway and you lot are going to play in front of me. And he just ran the game from there. He was quite the player. I think he's doing BT actually today, so we might see him in a bit. Cabango ushers that one out. Excuse me, Latibodia does. And it is a goal kick. There is Pep looking for his 200th victory today. Long goal kick from Woodman, and Swansea have given the ball straight back to Manchester City, as if Manchester City needed to be given the ball in this game. Rather one-sided so far, but 0-0. The Swans are in the game with 10 minutes gone. It's just ticked over 10 minutes. If anyone wants a time check, if you're watching on BT Sport 1 and you want to sync up with me, let me know. I'll give you a time check any second. Walker plays that across to Laporte, who tries to play Mendy in. Looks like Mendy and Walker, the fullbacks for Manchester City, is going to play so high. They're basically alongside the wide forwards, Sterling and Torres. Right, let's see if Swansea can complete more than 5 passes here. Woodman clips it forward, and Oh, is it going to go through? I thought it might go all the way through to Dander, but no. And they didn't complete more than 4 or 5 passes, sadly. Here's Laporte and Manchester City. I'm just going to bring the numbers up because the possession will be eye-watering, I would have thought. Yeah, 80%. I've done this before, haven't I? I should have guessed. 80% possession for Manchester City. No clear chances yet, though. You would think it's only a matter of time. Here's Gundogan, who's probably touched the ball more than the entire Swansea team so far. Garcia steps out of defence. Rodri, who's probably got the easiest job of all here, he's got to sit in, be the one sort of holding midfielder for Manchester City. He can probably sit and watch most of this by the look of it so far. Bernardo Silva, who I haven't mentioned yet, actually. Walker, 2 step-overs. Tries to go around Grimes. Grimes does well. Grimes goes down. Manning comes clattering in and wins a goal kick for the Swans. We'll get on to Brentford later at 7 p.m. We've got a bit of an overlap between the 2 games. Evening to Cod's Vlogs, who's a happy old Fleetwood fan after last night. Lovely stuff. Are we still debating refereeing decisions here? Yeah. I've spoken about that in my Dearly Departed review. Trust me, you don't want to know. It's about picking up trains. Sounds interesting. Interesting, Lee. Certainly not in my wheelhouse, but there you go. I wouldn't have the first idea, mate. 0-0, 12 minutes gone. Stephen has just asked, so I'll give you a proper time check at 13 minutes. In about 10 seconds, we'll be at 13. If you want to sync up and pause me or pause your footage, 3, 2, 1, sync. That is 13 minutes. There, Sterling on the left wing. Sterling crosses right-footed. Guay clears it. Jesus had made the run into the 6-yard box. That's a good topic. Biggest smash and grab win you've ever seen. There was a glorious one by Ipswich at Watford in 2015 when Richard Chaplow scored the winner. Love it. 1-0, Mick McCarthy, classic that one. Although Mick would never admit it was a smash and grab. He'd say it was deliberate. Sterling, Walker, crossing position, right-hand side. Back to Sterling. Back to Walker. Back to Sterling. 2 England players exchanging passes there. Grimes tries to take the ball off Sterling, does not succeed. Gundogan just steps past Guay, back to Walker. Swansea will actually be quite comfortable with that type of attack, but here comes Rodri blasting forward. Mendy, quick change of pace in the attack. He crosses it to Jesus, who tries to side foot it in on the near post. And I spoke too soon then. I said Swansea will be comfortable with that type of attack because it was all very predictable. And then quickly, bam, other side, Rodri, Mendy, Jesus, and best chance of the game for Man City. Not too much pressure on Jesus from Ben Cabango there, and he got the shot away. And here come Manchester City again with Gundogan. Back it goes to Jesus and Sterling on the left wing now. Sterling stands up. Roberts, very narrow, the right wing back, drives into the box. Sterling makes space and wins a corner for Manchester City, who are utterly dominating this game. I remember that. Class limbs in the away end. We always used to take 3,000 or 4,000 to Watford. Sensational stuff. Corner to Manchester City, 15 minutes gone. Again, Laporte and Garcia come forward for City. In comes the corner from Gundogan, right-footed. Laporte heads across goal and not far wide. I don't know who it was on the far post. They did appear to leave it. It's Jamal Lowe, who, when the ball goes over his head, covers the far post. And, yeah, he had that perfectly well covered. Looked like Garcia just shut his eyes, actually, there. Would have been a difficult chance to engineer that header. Iain, long ball forward. Oh, Lowe's got the flick on there. And Morris couldn't quite get it. I mean, what we will see is that Man City are going to be so open if they do actually concede possession in any sort of difficult state, but they're just not conceding possession at the moment. Swans have this under control. We shall see. And here they come, indeed. Danda in the centre circle. Danda tries to play Jamal Lowe in. Mendy takes it off him and plays it back to Stefan in goal. Gundogan has a bad touch, but then gets it back to Garcia. Rodri. Sterling. Sterling back to Rodri and Mendy. Back to Rodri. Swansea all back in their own half in shape. Garcia steps out of defence and wins the foul there. No press really from Swansea. They just sat back in a mid-low block and just trying to shadow their men and win their individual battles. Crossed in from the right, easy for Woodman. I think he took a little nick off Ryan Manning on the way through that cross. Here's Cabango, given away poorly from Ben Cabango. Gundogan, edge of the box, clips that in for Rodri. Chance on the volley for Torres. I think initially that was meant to go out to the right-hand side of the box. Cabango gave it away, just a bit panicky, not the normal selves at the back. Gundogan plays it. I think he's looking for Bernardo Silva, and Rodri tries to control it, and Torres takes the shot. If they'd have left it, maybe there's a better opening over on the right-hand side. Manning helps that one forward, cleared by Garcia. Sterling round the corner, gets it back off Jesus. Sterling fizzes it into Torres. Torres tries to come inside Guay. It's going to come loose. Guay, big slide tackle. Deflects back to Torres, crossed in. Jesus thinks about the volley. Doesn't, in the end, hit the shot. Tries to bring it down. And it's a Manchester City throw-in on the left-hand side. 18:47 gone. 0-0. Although a rather one-sided 0-0, you would have to concede. Is there such a thing? Of course there is. All about the nuance. Bernardo Silva. Out wide right to Torres. Back to Silva. Silva to Sterling. And Sterling gives it away. Right, can Swansea build anything on the break here? Jamal Lowe tries to run Kyle Walker. Morris comes back and plays it into Grimes. Grimes back to Lowe, promising for Swansea here. Lowe in behind looking for Morris. Garcia slides in. Morris continues with the ball on the left. Manning crosses in near post. Roberts was in there. Roberts has actually got a cross over. And look quite dangerous when they do attack Swansea. It's been very rare thus far. And referee Banks has stopped the game. And I don't know why. Garcia is down. And he's clutching the back of his leg. I don't think there was any kind of foul, was there? Oh, he fell quite heavily on his backside by the look of it. He's got up. I didn't so much see a foul there, but maybe referee Banks did. Pep having a word with Jesus in typically intense animated fashion. Bit one-sided indeed. Man City attacks 45, Swansea 4. What are you going to do, eh? That's a good point, Alistair. 9 minutes until we get team news for Reading versus Brentford in our big game, kicking off at 7 p.m. I'm sure before I've even reached to my phone, you'll have sent them to me in the comments. So here comes Torres into the box, right-hand side. Torres, and it's tipped around the post by Woodman. Quite how he managed to save that and not palm that into Raheem Sterling's path, I have no idea. Miraculous bit of goalkeeping that. That's a really good save, actually. Soft enough hands to, well, hard enough hands to save it. Soft enough for it not, to end up with a tap-in for Sterling. Corner for Manchester City. Gundogan's going to take another one. He's going to take this one right-footed from the left-hand side. Gundogan. In it comes. Woodman punches that one away. Jesus is going to keep it in. Crossing position, Jesus, right-hand side. 1v1 with Grimes. Plays it along the floor into the box. To Rodri, who clips it to the back post. Headed away by Latibodiere. Sterling back to Gundogan. Left-hand side of the box now. Gundogan tries to drive it across left-footed. And they kind of got it clear. And Man City have had to go back into the centre circle with Walker. The dominance continues, but Swansea have got to halfway through the first half without conceding a goal, which looking anyone who's watched any more than 25 seconds of this game will realise they've done quite well to do so. Walker wide right to Torres, who tries to beat Manning. Manning does well and plays it out to Danda. Danda in the mask. Nice ball down the line, looking for Lowe. Garcia on the cover. Makes the tackle. Oh, they're up to 82% possession, are they now? City. A classic Benjamin Bloom 0-0. I doubt it, but hey, we'll let the non-believers not believe, Liam. Hey, Gray into Cabango. Gray on halfway. Tries to switch the play. And that 20 seconds was the most time Swansea haven't been defended for the whole game, I think. Slipped forward to Sterling. Sterling to Mendy. Mendy inside. They can manage to get up the pitch a little bit now, Swansea. They're not in possession, but they're not encamped in their own half. Mac OS Big Sur will update tonight. That sounds ominous. I'm sure my computer will be completely ruined tomorrow. Woodman to Grimes. Grimes through the lines. Lovely ball. Danda slips it through now. Jamal Lowe chasing against Kyle Walker, who's an absolute speed merchant, and nips past him and wins possession back. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Rodri back to Walker. It does look like Swansea have got something there on the break. Then it'll have to be on the break, given how dominant Manchester City look. Laporte, well forward from centre back now. Slides that one down the line, and that's poor. So the last 3 minutes has been the best of the game for Swansea in that Manchester City have just gone off the boil slightly from the total domination that we have seen. Freddie Woodman is one of the best goalkeepers in the Championship. Would appear to be so. XG figures say he is. Is Foden playing now? On the bench. just in case Man City need a little bit extra in this game. Notts County midfielder went in goal. Lovely stuff. You love to see an outfielder in goal. Are Swansea jaded from their win against Norwich the other day? No. They're just playing against the Premier League leaders, Mick, who are giving them a bit of a runaround, but it is 0-0. And they are a good defensive side, Swansea, for sure, aren't they? Walker. Torres on the right to Gundogan. Walker again. Off Dander and up in the air. Here's Torres again. He plays it into Gundogan. Lovely little touch, give and go. Beautiful football there. Gundogan into the 10. Edge of the D. Blocked by Fulton. Lowe and Rodri in there. Fulton slides in on Rodri there. No foul, says referee Banks. Surprising one there, and great counter press from Manchester City there to win it back. The Manchester City players are looking very accusingly at Jay Fulton, who's trying to do a bit of a hatchet job, I think. Couple of niggly little tackles in the last phase of play by Fulton. I must admit, I thought referee Banks would blow up for the one on Rodri, but he didn't see fit to. And the game has resumed that similar game state of all being in the Swansea half, with Manchester City having all of the ball now. And it's a Manchester City throw-in down the left, which I think Laporte will take. Although I'm seeing a 20-second close-up of Pep Guardiola. Foul this time by Cabango on Jesus. Free kick to Manchester City. We should be around 1 minute, I think, from team news in the pertaining to our game between Brentford and Reading, which is going to happen at 7 p.m. We'll overlap. Slid into the box. Gundogan chases low ball. No one arriving, actually, there. Decent ball. And Latibodia clears for Dander, who can't do anything other than control it and concede a throw-in. Complete attack against defence. This one. Yeah, decent cutback there into the 6-yard box. Nobody arriving. Torres down the right. Torres slides that across to Rodri. Rodri to Laporte to Mendy on the left wing. Mendy switches it into the middle. Good ball that to Rodri again. Walker on the right-hand side now. Lovely cross by Walker, and we have the opening goal. And I think it went straight in from the cross. They've gone to congratulate Kyle Walker. It was symptomatic of what's happened for the first 30 minutes of this game. The goal about 29 minutes and sort of 15 seconds or so. City building up the attack. There was a nice ball in the first instance into the middle by Mendy. Lovely ball that, actually. Into the middle. Then they got Walker in a good crossing position. Walker swings the cross around the back of Guay and is it Torres? Does he touch it? I don't think he does. Very hard to tell. We'll await for some kind of confirmation there. We know Manchester City lead 1-0. I've got no idea whether anybody touched Kyle Walker's cross. I think the goal, what did BT Sports say? The goal by Kyle Walker then. So strangely, still feels like Manchester City haven't really had a good chance in this game to spoil their possession, because that was basically a cross that wasn't touched. So does still feel like there's another couple of gears that City could go up. Let's just say. I thought it was a good cross, Liam. Swung it round the back there, caused a bit of confusion. Woodburn didn't know whether to stick or twist. Guay got caught. And Man City lead 1-0. Here comes Dander, though. And Roberts forward for the first time in the game. Roberts, lovely cross. Fulton. Wow. Good header. And misses the target. But there's definitely something there, isn't there, in terms of Swans on the counter-attack. It looked dangerous every time they have counter-attacked. Yes, they have had the sum total of about 20% possession. But Fulton arriving there, gets a good contact on that. If that's on target, a load of power on the header, arriving in. Who knows, hey? Who knows? Better swap the banner over, hadn't I? There we go. Swansea 0, Man City 1. There you go. For about a minute there, Swansea were 1-0 up. Thank you for letting me know, Liam. Wrong way round, sorry. Hey, I still haven't heard the end of it from the Leeds fans for calling Crystal Palace QPR the other day. I'm not having the best couple of days with my factual accuracy, let's just say. Double stream with Lord Bloom. What a Wednesday night. You're damn right. Well, dinner is going to be a funny thing tonight, Ben. Had a chicken burger earlier. Had a couple of jammy Dodgers and a scone. Shaylee got some scones, but yeah, I'll probably eat some rubbish very late at night. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I clicked the wrong button again. My bad. Please exercise empathy when judging for me for that small typo. Here is Guay. Plays it out from sort of left-back position into Morris. Guay comes forward, receives it close to halfway. Strong from Guay there. Bernardo Silva fouls him. Bit of a physical mismatch. Here is Dander. Shots blocked. And Garcia gets it clear to Rodri. Gundogan. Oh, lovely ball to Silva. Nice angle there. Poor from Silva, though. Trying to get Jesus away, and Cabango clears that one easy. We will look at the Brentford Reading teams in just a jiffy. We'll wait for SofaScore to give us a shape, just so it's all up on the screen. Any headline stuff, let me know. Is it true your subs are called Bloomers? I think that's a good idea, actually, isn't it? Is that a thing? Shifted wide by Gundogan. No Marmite pasta for me. Absolutely not. Walker, crossing position again. Gray intercepts this one. Torres is trying to beat Manning. Looked like Manning pulled on his arm. No. Referee Banks not having it. Goal kick. Maite and Swift out for Reading. There you go. Fulham hold the record for championship possession. I remember it was on holiday. Start of last season, wasn't it? 84.4%. That's tremendous. They didn't make the 1,000 passes, though. Got to go, 12 a minute over 90 minutes. I suppose with stoppage time, I'm sure 10 a minute would do it. Crossed in from the left-hand side. Manning heads it up in the air. Torres controls on his thigh. Here's Gundogan. Back to Torres. And Man City go back into the centre. Dominant in this one, leading 1-0. Bernardo Silva down the right. Comes inside, slips it into Mendy, who's right in the centre. Gundogan nearly gets ahead of Grimes. He was in and deep into the box if he did. Grimes just got a touch on it. Swansea try and play out. Walker's too strong for Lowe. Oh, lovely skill by Torres there. Just drags the ball back and backheels it around Jamal Lowe. And they can reset. Thanks, Alistair. That looks like the Reading team for us. So, yeah, Swift and Maite. Yidam returns as well. A yellow card for Ben Cabango. I'll plead the fifth. I didn't see it. I was looking at the other screen. Cabango, not much in that. He's just tracking Gundogan, just slides in, catches the back of Gundogan's right calf. And Cabango, the Welsh international, gets a yellow card. They're showing us the goal again. We got any idea whether anyone touches this? This would be a good angle. You can see Walker sizing the cross up, puts it over. So hard to tell. So hard to tell. No idea. Rhodes hitting form ahead of being a free agent in the summer. If that was Ipswich, Rhodes would leave and then get promoted with a team and score a load of goals. Exactly what happened with David McGoldrick. Dear oh me. What did I make of Peterborough Ipswich? Well, Liam, I didn't watch it. I did our stream. We had Richard and Seb covering it on the Blue Monday podcast. So I'll delve into the 10-minute highlights when I'm ready. But from what I hear, it was another very ineffective performance. Who scored for City, Stephen? I don't know. Kyle Walker crossed it in, and I've watched 5 replays, and either Ferran Torres touched it or he didn't. So probably Kyle Walker, but that may change. Do I like heavy metal? Define heavy metal, Scarl XRD. Yeah, which bands do you mean? I'm not sure what heavy metal means anymore. Here's Bernardo Silva out on the right. 38-48 gone in this one. Garcia steps out there, not very effectively. He's giving it away. Here comes Jamal Lowe down the left. Nice ball inside. Gray's forward, actually. Danda to Lowe in behind. He was onside. Wow, what a chance. If Lowe controls that, he has got a real big goal-scoring opportunity there. Good play by Swansea. Gray up supporting. No, he's miles offside. That looks like a really bad call by the linesman there. Lowe looked well offside, but no flag. Corner goes in, and Guay and Latabodier were coming in on it. It does look like there's a goal in this for Swansea. They may end up losing 2-3-4-1, but they have looked pretty dangerous, and looked like Guay and Latabodier got in each other's way there. But hey, who needs to be good at defending when you have 85% possession, hey? Walker played him on, did he? I wasn't looking in the right back position, Lock. Yes, you may be right. Heavy metal in general. I don't know what you class as a heavy metal band. Is AC/DC a heavy metal band? Not really. They're a rock band, aren't they? I don't know. Is Iron Maiden heavy metal? Probably. Black Sabbath, that's heavy metal. Yeah, I like some of it. The catchy stuff. I'd have to say the best of the Beatles in the words of Alan Partridge. Jesus has come deep to receive the ball and played it out to Kyle Walker, who we think is the goal scorer, although he might have it taken off him. Walker. In it goes to Torres in midfield. It's quite scary, actually. I'm getting a phone call and I've got my phone there, my iPad there, and my laptop there, and they all lit up at different times. Very scary. There you go, Chris. Black Sabbath, Budgie, Rush. It's Rush, not Prog, Chris. Judas Priest. Yeah, probably. If that's the definition, I'm probably more a rock guy than a heavy metal guy, I would suggest. Here comes Manning down the left. Jurgen Klopp and his heavy metal football. Morris. Morris plays it up the line to Grimes. 42 on the clock. Switch of play out to Manning. Manning plays it inside to Guay. And it's all the way back with Cabango in the centre circle. Grimes, Manchester City now back in shape. Most consecutive passes, I think, for Swansea, but they don't get anywhere with it. Here comes Sterling now. Sterling, he's got Torres with him. Sterling tries to take on Guay, and I think Guay's just too strong for him in the box there. Did well, 1v1 with Raheem Sterling. Here's Manning. I'm new to heavy metal. I only recently got into music. I've got no idea what Scarl XD is. I'd have to listen to it. Sterling going down in the box there. Just seeing the replay. Nothing doing. You think AC/DC are metal, are they? I don't know. All AC/DC's best songs are like pop songs, Chris, aren't they? With very memorable choruses and riffs. I would suit a rock band. Nice. Sterling. Inside. To Rodri. To Walker. To Jesus. Jesus works his man. Crosses low. Sterling at the back post. Latibodier does enough to put him off. Otherwise, it was a tap-in, which is the goal that Manchester City try and score all the time, isn't it? Never clip it into the box, do they? Always trying to play in and cut back. There you go. It's all music, innit, hey? Here's Danda. Danda switches to play. We're into stoppage time, of which there will be a minimum of 2 minutes. Roberts has it. He tries to dummy Sterling about 5 times. Sterling doesn't buy any of them. Cabango plays that forward to Fulton and low, but Garcia deals with him easily. Cabango. Garcia has it on halfway now for Manchester City. We have now played 1 minute of the minimum 2 minutes stoppage time. City just keeping the ball in the box. I say Manchester City, they're both cities here, aren't they? And now Walker comes down the right. One more attacking phase likely in this half. Rodri's just held up by Danda. Gundogan, who's been less of an influence. He was pretty much on the ball for the entire first 15 minutes of this game. About 20 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Walker exchanges passes with Rodri. I think Swansea just happy to sit in now until half-time. No attempt to press the ball really from the Swans. And referee Banks brings us to half-time. It's 1-0 to Manchester City in this one, contrary to what I put up on the screen. I pressed the wrong button. Sue me. Manchester City completely dominant in that first half. Loads and loads of possession without actually creating that many real clear-cut chances. And they scored, frankly, from a cross. Let's have a look at the numbers quickly. And then we can continue our musical genre debate. Or we could have a look at the Reading and Brentford teams, which we're going to be joining up with at about 7 o'clock. Yeah, look at that. 25% possession plays 75% possession. 388 passes to 131. However, 0 on the big chances. They haven't even put it up there yet. 4 shots inside the box. Well, 4 shots on target to Noel. 3 corners to 1. It's been all Manchester City. But hey, there's only 1 goal in it. So there is something there for Swansea. But there would need to be a fair old swing in the game state is what I would suggest. Get your comments in over halftime. We can have a bit of a free-for-all. But what we will do quickly is have a look at the team news. Reading Brentford kicks off in 41 minutes. We will get a bit of overlap like I suggested. And here are the teams. We will be checking out this game at 7 p.m. And if there's let's say if there's a 2-goal lead in the FA Cup game between Swansea and Manchester City, we'll go all in on Reading and Brentford. So there is the Reading team. Raphael in goal. Iain returns at right back. Morrison, McIntyre and Richards. So still no Liam Moore. They're getting there. Will they ever manage to get their full-strength team out before the end of the season? Rinomota and Laurent. I don't buy that formation for 1 second because Veljko Paunovic plays the same formation every game. So stick Semedo in the 10 position, Ejaria left, Elise right, Zhao up top and make that a 4-2-3-1. I don't suspect for 1 minute that they'll match up and play a 4-3-3. Then again, I've been wrong before. For Brentford, David Raya in goal, Dalsgaard, Pinnock, Sorensen, Henry. So Winston Reid still just being used from the bench since signing for West Ham. Jensen, Janelt, De Silva. No Norgard still there. No Marcondes. Tony down the middle. I suspect that's incorrect. And Mbuemo will play down the right. And Fosu, who's massively adaptable, will play down the left. Get your predictions for that one in if you wanna. Reading and Brentford at 7 p.m. There's your benches. Reading, Southwood, Gibson, Estevez, Holmes, Tetek, Onen, Aluko, Camara, Bulldog. Not a lot in terms of game-changing stuff there. They would obviously prefer to have a Puskas, a Swift, a Moore, Maite all added into that mix, and that bench would start to look a hell of a lot stronger, even with bleed from the players who are in the team because those guys are not around. For Brentford on the bench there, Daniels, Stevens, Rasmussen, Reed, Zambarek, Force, Gilbert, Godos, Canos. So definitely the benches, if this is tight, as I always say, with 25, 30 to go, where you're looking at Canos and Godos and Force up the top, always seems to be what managers go for to try and make the difference there. And there is the state of play. So a Reading win would take them to within 2 points off Swansea, who are playing in the other game in the FA Cup on 51 points. A Brentford draw will take them top of the league, joint on points with leaders Norwich. A win will put them on 57 points. And Brentford, strangely, because they're in second place, are the only team on 2 points per game. Norwich have just dropped off it, so Brentford could surpass that and be 57 for 28 games. Let's have a look at your comments here. City had 95 first half attacks, but no big chances, strangely. Love to hear you play a tune. We will get to that when the world opens up and I'm earning in a more regular manner than YouTube and Patreon allows me to. I'll get a little lamp and we'll stick it under. We've got a nice speaker actually downstairs in the living room, but that get used to watch Netflix, put it that way. Dad rock. God, good luck defining that. City just passed teams to death. Last 20 minutes, they'll get the floodgates open. Yeah, I suppose it's a little bit harder with 5 subs, isn't it, Jim? Swansea could bring on an entire new back 5 to cope with the last 20 minutes, couldn't they? But Zhao versus Tony, indeed. Love it. Fosu. Surely Fosu used to play for Reading, Mr. E. Did he? I never knew that. I knew he played for Oxford, but not Reading. Pretty dominant from City. No clear-cut chances, agreed. Swansea still in this, but need to get some territory. If I suspect it goes 2-0, then it's done. Agree with all of that, Annie. Good comments. Liam thinks it's going to be 2-1 Reading. Annie thinks away. Where's Swift gone? I don't know. Anyone on John Swift's injuries? Let me know. No idea. As long as Wilder is there, I don't mind where we end up, says Ben. Way too many injuries this season to cope. Great team, poor squad. Yes, haven't coped with no Dean Henderson and no Jack O'Connell. It's just killed them straight away. What else have we got here? Paula. Come on, you bees. 7 p.m, Paula. Either stay with us until now or join us back then. Fosu came from Reading Academy. Thank you. I did not know that at all. Fosu was a youngster at Reading, played last game of 14-15. Interesting. Never knew that. Swift, a hamstring injury. Interesting. Brentford have to lose their unbeaten run at some point. Well, they do. It may be tonight. Who knows? Who knows? 4-1 Brentford, says Jim. Your predictions in? 2-1 Reading, says Stephen. The BT boys are just doing the halftime stuff. It looks like they're pointing out the threat that we talked about with Manchester City just so far forward and Morris or Lowe being able to just run in behind. Still, even if they are in those positions, you still need to get quality into Morris and Lowe to, make those runs. But we will see. Alex, apologies if you covered it already, but massive news. RE salary cap. Do you expect Ipswich to be more of a force now? Well, the salary cap should mean that my team, Ipswich, is more of a force. But remember, an advantage is not always taken, Alex, is it? An advantage plus good practice from a club equals success, doesn't it? Whereas an advantage plus constant ineptitude. So people often make the argument when I'm banging on about parachute payments. People make the argument, "Oh, but what about parachute teams that finish in the bottom half?" And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean they didn't have an advantage. They just stuffed it up, didn't they? But no, I'm pleased that the salary cap has been rescinded. And yes, it should be an advantage for my team. Ipswich. Which coverage is better, BT, Sky, or Amazon? I'll put that one into the chat. Let me know what you think in the comments on that. I have to say, we've had to do a couple of bits using BBC. Auntie Beeb, the license fee, yes, that we have to pay for a TV. And I haven't been impressed with that, actually, I have to say. I'm quite lucky, though, Liam, asking about the coverage. I don't have to listen to any of the pundits. And don't get me wrong, I think some of the Sky pundits are really good, especially Carragher and Neville, obviously. But obviously there are others that are a harder listen, aren't they? I think Brentford will go top of the table after a 3-1 win at Reading. Well, they'll definitely go top if they win 3-1, won't they? And that's your prediction there. Reading and Brentford, the best teams my side, Bournemouth, have come up against Reading. Could have been 6, 7 or 8-0 up if they didn't take the first. Oh, God. We did that game, actually. B3GLCK. Yeah, it was quite the first half, wasn't it? Yes, Salford will benefit for sure from the salary cap. Did I know Reading have made a £150 million investment in I didn't, in what? No, I did. Oh, in the last 3 years. Well, all I know is if they'd made 39 million quid's worth of losses, they would have been deducted points. So Kieran Maguire's your guy for that. You can check all of the accounts and books on his Price of Football website. So if they've spent 150 million quid, they must have brought back in over 111 million quid, else they would have been deducted points. Imagine Chansey under salary cap. Yeah, he would just laugh at it, wouldn't he? Just go, well, I'm not doing that. Whatever. Whatevs. 2-2, says Ben, in the 7 p.m. game. What else have we got? Henderson, huge miss. Yeah, great keeper. Yeah. And so settled in there. Perfect storm for Ramsdale, hasn't it, at Sheffield United? Sky, Amazon. There we go. Sunderland could sign 11 Will Griggs on big money and go nowhere. Yeah, quite. God, that footage of that Sunderland owner, what was his name? Stuart Donald. We had Graham on the channel who's on that Sunderland documentary to talk about that. Check that video out, but God, dearie me. Here's opinions at work. Look, in 2 consecutive comments, Sky is awful, Sky is more polished. There we go. Any thoughts on the next Bournemouth manager? Well, I think we're going to find out in the next... I think they're interviewing tomorrow from what we've heard. So I assume... we know 3 of the 4, don't we? Woodgate will get an interview. John Terry and David Wagner having... I don't know who the fourth guy is at all, but it's a good job. 3 years of parachute payments and a good squad. You'd think be managers queuing up to apply for that one for sure. Yeah. Alex says also poor to announce it 2 weeks after the window shut. It's one of those things where wherever you announce it is the wrong time. Do you know what I mean? If you announced it before the transfer window had shut, they would have said, oh, the previous one. I generally would prefer, I think it's the right thing to have done it after the transfer window, because then at least you have a whole season where it's not half and half. But yeah, whenever you do, it's going to be Gonna be a nightmare. Jordan Rose to Ipswich in the summer. Wow. Could it be? Have him when he's got all the potential in the world. Sell him 200 goals later. Buy him back when he's done, of course. Murray Wallace becomes the latest Millwall player to sign a long-term contract. Yeah, conspiracy ahoy, though, Chris. We never know about Millwall's contracts, do we? So clandestine about them, aren't they? We're just coming out now for the second half here. I never watched the BBC. Well, do you know what, Nat? I never used to pay for the license until I started doing this. And yes, the rules say that to have this TV, despite the fact I'm paying BT money for this service, I have to pay the BBC to watch BT. Deary me, what a system. Imagine trying to argue that in as a new business now. Oh, dear. New Bournemouth manager. I think they need Frank Lampard. I think Lampard would do good at Bournemouth. Yeah. You know me. I just like my big names in the Championship. So give me Lampard, Terry, Rooney. I want Gerrard as well. Is Carl Robinson the other one? He won't get that job, Chris, will he? Sounds like they want a big name, don't they? Martin Keown came into a shop I used to manage to try and buy almond milk. Nice. What does Shaylee put in her bacon? Almond flour, not almond milk. There you go. Anyway, second half has started. Let me know if you want a time check. We are 26 minutes away from Reading versus Brentford, where hopefully I will be able to see on my laptop here. There we go. Nothing like. Can you see that? I'm going to get copyright police on me. So we are double screening it here. That's awful S-housery, Mr. Dorr. It's happening next week, so I've been told, for the last 3 months. Yes, I didn't want to mention that, George. My predictions are going rather well this weekend, or this midweek, aren't they? Annie's got a Bristol City team for us there. O'Leary, so no Bentley, Hunt, Callis, Mawson, Moore, Towler, Viner, Williams, Patterson, Wells. Oh, here comes Sterling. Sterling's clear. He's going to score. And it is 2-0 to Manchester City. Game over. We can definitely go to Reading at 7 p.m. then. Sterling clear from... he's coming in from the sort of inside left position where he's utterly lethal. Inquest going on between Latibaudiere and Roberts. It's a quick turnover in midfield. Little slip through, and yes, I can understand it. So Latibaudiere is quite narrow and quite far forward at right centre-back, and Roberts is kind of tucked in. And there's a big hole for Raheem Sterling to run into, and he finishes less than a minute into the second half. It is Swansea 0, Manchester City 2. And for all of that knocking at the door in the first half, they score straight away in the second half. Raheem Sterling is the goal scorer, and it looks like Manchester City are all done and dusted in this game, and they'll probably hope they can hit a couple of more goals, one would suspect. Roberts goes down, no foul, says referee Banks. And here comes Bernardo Silva. Get your comments in on that second goal. Silva gets it back from Torres, who tries to take on his man. Slide in and foul there. That might be a yellow card from Manning as well. We will see what referee Banks has to say about that one. Oof. Big challenge by Laporte there. Well, did he... he took the ball, but did he slide in with excessive force there, I wonder? Not allowed to do that anymore. An old school slide tackle. Double screening whilst hosting. And rumours say men can't multitask. There we go. My gender has nothing to do with my ineptitude. Free kick to Manchester City, right-hand side of the box. Laporte and Cabango having a lovely time on the far post. Cabango on a yellow card. Clipped into the back post, nodded down. Oof. Hooked onto the roof of the net by Torres. It's kind of torso height and slightly behind him on the left foot, and he can't control that. And just sticks that over the top. Not far at all. Wow, God. Connor Roberts has got all sorts of Raheem Sterling's shirt there. Another cross into the box now. It's going to be 3-0, and Jesus has scored a really lovely goal there. And, that had been coming for the last 90 seconds. Clipped in, headed back. It's a great touch by Jesus. Not only to control it, but to turn, put it in his path, and then he's got a real... easy finish there. Disappointing one for Swansea because they get caught playing out from the back, given away by Latibodiere. Gundogan punishes them. Bernardo Silva heads it back. That's a brilliant touch by Jesus. I don't know whether he's completely two-footed, but the way he finished with that with his left foot, I'd assume his right foot is his weak foot, and just backs in, spin, touch. Oh, it's a great goal, actually. And slams it in, shins it a little bit with the left foot. Maybe he is right-footed, but lovely goal, as Barry Davis would say. And I need to update the banner because it's Swansea 0, Manchester City 3. And it's kind of more representative of the first half, really, this scoreline, because they were pretty dominant, Manchester City. And 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. After half-time puts Manchester City 3-0 up. Get your thoughts in the comments. Steve Cooper out trying to encourage his Swans. Kind of switched off, haven't they? Thank you, Jim. He's already king of the bin. Hashtag back the bloom. Hashtag bung Benna Bob. You try and say that. That's tremendous. Thank you, Jim. Very, very kind. Thank you, Annie. That's the Sheffield United team. Ramsdale. So Basham, Megan and Ampadu will be the centre halves. Lowe and Bogle, the wing backs. Lundstrom, Fleck. Who said? Oh, so McGoldrick will play at number 10 then, with Brewster and Sharp up top. Strong team for the Blades. Strong team being played by Manchester City. I wonder if we get a chance to watch Phil Foden today. Sterling and Roberts with some fun WWE stuff there. Getting up in each other's grills. Both about the same height as well. Roberts has been a bit of an S-house in this game, to be fair. Good player, Roberts, actually. He will be in the conversation when we're doing our teams of the season, won't he, Roberts? The Swansea right wing back. If we play wing backs in our team of the season, maybe I'll do a couple. I just like moving the goalposts on my team of the season. Else you just get people squealing and whining about nothing other than players that play for their own teams. So dull. Kyle Walker plays that back. Oh, little slip there by Garcia as Lowe closed him down. Crossed in by Grimes. Lovely cross. Good header clear. Fulton's trying to recycle. Dander on the volley. Edge of the box. Not too far away. Thrown in the first instance. Grimes put a really lovely cross in, actually. 2 players attacking that. It was Laporte who headed it away. It's not a bad effort by Dander. Just swipes across it. It's curling away. Is that the same Sprite from yesterday? I got an 8-pack from Morrison's, Ben. It's a different one. Oh, here come Man City. It's 3-on-4. Low cross, really bad cross, actually. Guay gets it clear. That was a good opening for Manchester City to go 4-0 up, but poor execution there down the right-hand side from Jesus, I think. The goal scorer whose technique was pucker a few minutes ago for that 3rd goal. Best goal of the game. That one, for sure. Not much competition in that regard. Now, I like this topic. So, what I'd love you to do in the chat, if you want a bit of fun in the second half, is give me your England team at the moment and the formation, okay? No subs, no nothing, just 11 and the formation. Here's Mendy, crosses to the back post. Manning deals with that and gets that one away down the line. A Morrison's man. Interesting. Never had you down as a Morrison's man. I don't always go to Morrison's. We'll leave it at that. Mendy into the box. Chance now. Oh, dear. What is Mendy doing? He's had 2 really nice openings in the last minute or 2. So we're quite spoilt for choice where I live. Because if I go just down there, there's a Marks and Spencer's garage, like a BP thing. It's expensive, but if it's Sunday night at 7 o'clock, in you go. Then further on down, there's an M&S food hall, a McDonald's, a Burger King, and a KFC. Sterling's going off, by the way. Then there's the Morrison's. But then if you drive the other way on the A421, there is a Waitrose. Sterling has done 55. Cough, Waitrose, cough. Sterling has done 55 minutes. And if that wasn't enough trouble, Riyad Mahrez has come on. Champion with a couple of different teams. Mahrez. Doyle has come on for Gundogan. I don't know who Doyle is. You won't get any blagging from me. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. Let me have a look. Well, I would have a look. I'm still on Reading Brentford on the other screen. Thomas Doyle, number 69, 19 years old, English midfielder. Good. Good luck to him. Thomas Doyle is on for Manchester City in place of Ilkay Gundogan. Long throw in for Swansea. Roberts tosses that one in. Oh, and here come Man City on the break now with Torres on the left. Plays it into the middle. Oh, they've got really lucky. It's gone back to Torres. It was a horrible pass. Oh, they got about 3 over on the far side. What is going on? Mahrez plays it on. Oh, dear. What a mess to Jesus. They should have scored. Should have scored from that counter-attack there. And Pep Guardiola is actually not the first person to complain about Connor Roberts' throw-in technique. We've had a few conversations about that on the channel, haven't we? We're in the supermarket debate here, though, aren't we? Anyway, here's some England teams. Pope, Smalling, Tarkowski, Stones, James, Henderson, Foden, Grealish, Saka, Kane, Calvert-Lewin in a 3-5-2, like that. Pope, Alexander-Arnold, Stones, Tarkowski, Chilwell or Shaw, Henderson, Grealish, Maddison, Kane, Sterling, Foden. And Jay has got Henderson, Shaw, Walker, Maguire, Stones, Henderson, the other one, Jordan Andina, Foden, Sterling, Grealish, Rashford, Kane. 4-2-3-1. I love it. Keep them coming. Got quite a good England squad at the moment, haven't we? Think about the fact that you've got, well, okay, if Kane gets injured, we're a bit screwed because I suppose you've got Kane and Calvert-Lewin for the number 9 position. And if you do play a sort of 4-2-3-1, you've then got like about 8 players who are all really good. Rashford, Sterling, Sancho, Mattheson, Grealish, Foden, Mount. Really good, isn't it? And that's even before like Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, Maitland-Niles, fringe players, isn't it? Oh, good. Back to halfway. And Man City in possession. We're coming up 60 minutes on this one, and we're about 13 minutes away from Reading and Brentford kicking off. Fulton plays that one forward. They're trying that ball into the channel again to get Morris and Lowe into those huge gaps that Manchester City will leave. Haven't managed to do it yet during this game. There we go. There's another England team. Pickford, Alexander-Arnold, Maguire, Stone, Shaw, Rice, Henderson, Saka, Grealish, Sterling, Calvert-Lewin. Tremendous stuff. Down the right-hand side comes Kyle Walker, who Gareth Southgate loves. The adaptable guy who can play centre-back or right-back. Mendy tucked in from left-back into Garcia. Nice ball by him. Mahrez. Latibodia is man marking Riyad Mahrez by the look of it. Followed him all the way into central midfield there and now all the way back. Yeah, he's definitely man marking him. Silva plays it into Laporte. Garcia just playing keep ball now. David, I've listened to all the shows and loved them, but I was on the grandson's phone, Arthur John's, but the bees will be top tonight. And thank you because we will be dearly departed. And I'm Dave. Well done, Dave. Good luck to you and your bees in 10 minutes' time over here on the laptop. I think we'll be able to successfully switch away from this one. This was all over after 47 minutes at 2-0. Fulton has been fouled. There's 2 Swansea players down. Referee Banks has allowed play to go on, though. They've both sprung back up again. Here comes Danda. Latibodia to Cabango. Keep these coming, guys. I'm enjoying this. Pope, Alexander-Arnold, Stones. I assume Slabhead is Maguire and Shaw. That's back 4. Henderson and Rice, Sterling, Grealish, Rashford, Kane. That feels quite likely, that one, doesn't it? Henderson, Shaw, Maguire, Stones, Walker, Sancho, Henderson, Rice, Sterling, Kane, Vardy. What a shout. Don't think he's coming back, but it'd be fun. Walker. 1-2 with Rodri. Laporte has it just on halfway. There's going to be a quadruple substitution, it looks like, by Swansea. I think Steve Cooper's just trying to confuse Pep Guardiola now. He might get 2 minutes where Guardiola's trying to figure out who all the players that have come on are. Of course he'll know. Here's Walker. Doyle. Walker. And all the way home. Walker at right back. Looks like the I follow coverage has kicked in over to my left. 9 minutes away from kickoff in Reading versus Brentford. Brentford with the chance to go top of the league. Mendy switched out wide right to Jesus. Mendy's continued his run. Bernardo Silva, left side of the box. His shot is charged down, and Grimes, pretty cool clearance actually, managed to slide that out to Connor Roberts. Danda draws the foul from Mendy. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like about 5 players coming on for... Is that allowed? No, 4. I don't know why Danda's over there. He's already on. Right. So I saw Areola, I saw Whittaker, I saw Bidwell, and the camera's just gone. So Areola's come on for Low. Morris has come off and Whittaker's come on. Bidwell will presumably come on for Manning. So he's just changed the front two there, basically, Cooper. Guay's coming off and Bidwell's coming on. So I got that one wrong. Bidwell may well play centre-back. And I think there's one more to come. And Kieran Freeman has come on for Connor Roberts. So Freeman will play right wing back. Bidwell's going to play left centre back. Areola and Whittaker, they're going to play up top. And ladies and gentlemen, here is Phil Foden, who we were quite excited to see. He has come on for Manchester City. And I didn't quite catch who it was for. Let me have a look. Dare I press refresh, or will the whole world break? No. I'll figure it out in a second. Well, that looks like... Have they changed system there? There's Mahrez up top. No. Not sure they have. Foden is sitting in central midfield. So I think might be Bernardo Silva who has gone off. Let me double check. No, they're not telling me. There's Nat's team there. Pope, Alexander-Arnold and Shaw, Maguire and Gomez, Henderson, Grealish, Foden, Sterling, Kane, Rashford. Lovely stuff. Keep your England teams coming in. Good fun, this debate. Liam Shaw, our budget Phil Foden. Looking forward to watching Foden, who's playing quite deep by the look of it. Sitting there in central midfield. I know he plays, or he did play sort of wide off the front, didn't he, the other day? Here's Walker down the right-hand side. In it goes to Laporte in the centre circle. And now Foden is not on the ball. It was a horrible pass by Laporte. Foden goes in 50-50 with Kieran Freeman, who our friends who are Blades fans will know all about. Mendy plays that inside. all the way back to Garcia. And we are just a couple of minutes away from kickoff at Reading. Hopefully I'm not behind on my iFollow feed. Does not look like it, although I would have expected to see some players by now. So we may well be a minute or two behind. Yeah, that team might do quite well, Alex. Shilton, Pearce, Adams, Butcher, Walker, Waddle. Who's your right back, though? Waddle, Robson, Hoddle, Shearer, Lineker, Barnes. You're playing Des Walker at right back. That's criminal. Who would be right back then? Greatest England right back? Pass. Pope, Alexander-Arnold, Maguire, Shaw, Henderson, Rice, Sterling, Rashford, Grealish, Kane in a 4-2-3-1. Lovely. Pope, Trippier, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Mount, Rice, Henderson, Foden, Kane, Rashford. Love it. Do I have to read that one? Tyler Roberts is Welsh, isn't he? Sounds like he should be. Yellow card for Jan Dander. So we are at crossover point now, where the two games are going to be happening at the same time. So let me put 0-0 on the banner and remove the 7 p.m. because we are about to kick off. Reading versus Brentford. Big chance for the Bees. Let me move that closer over there. That's not on the screen, is it? I'll get in trouble if it's on the screen. Rodri is still down after that foul by Dander. "70 minutes gone." "3-0 to Manchester City." And there is the top scorer in the Championship, Ivan Toney. If anyone can tell me why there's a big pause button in the middle of my... Oh, it's gone. Don't worry. It's gone. Stop it. I'm a bit vexed with Michael Ricketts because that season Marcus Stewart should blatantly have got called up and he didn't because Michael Ricketts got called up. Silly Sven. Right, free kick to Man City. Looks like the young lad Doyle might be lining this one up. Or not. Doyle carefully spots the ball down. Gomez has come on for Rodri. We hope he's not badly hurt and that was just a knock. Here comes Doyle with the shot into the wall. What an anticlimax indeed. With iFollow asked that, don't start me on iFollow tonight. I had the ridiculous situation of iFollow not letting me pay for the stream because I'm logged in as an Ipswich fan. So I can literally only buy Ipswich games. I had to register under Shaylee's email to buy a Reading game. Do they want my money or not? For goodness sakes. By the way, you can support via Super Chat as I have dropped 10 quid on this stream tonight. Have Fosu and Mbuemo swap? We don't know yet until the game starts. SofaScore thinks they have, and iFollow thinks they have, but I'll believe it when I see it. They've always done the inverted wingers, haven't they? Here's Torres down the left. So I think they're just kicking off now. This is where I can see how behind iFollow is because my Twitter is flashing things up at me. But the game hasn't started yet on I follow. As a Swans fan, I've switched off and I'm watching a Reading stream. Damn straight. Ooh, chance there, clearance. Right. We'll see how far behind I am. We've just kicked off in Reading versus Brentford. So I'm going to avert my gaze now. In fact, do you know what I will do? I'll put the laptop in front of the screen a little bit, and then I don't have to look away too much. Let me move this keyboard over here. I'll let you know if anything happens in the Man City Swansea game, and we will focus on Reading versus Brentford, where we already have a corner to the Royals. It's going to be taken by Michael Elise. In it goes, nodded clear. And it's going to be a Reading throw. If you want me to sync up with you, we're just seeing interesting footage there on BT of Rodri limping down I was going to say backstage there, but one of the corridors in the Liberty Stadium. Here's Zhao into the box, and he tries to drive it across, deflected over. Ethan Pinnock wanted offside. Excuse me, it was Semedo with the drive across. Foden into the box for Man City, crosses, and that one is cleared. Lovely feet by Jaria to play him in there, as ever. Reading starting strongly in this one. Elise is going to take another corner for the Royals. In it goes, headed clear by Josh De Silva. Jaria heads down. Elise crosses in, and Raya makes the catch. And Raya tries to take the goal kick, but he's closed down from under about a yard away. So we may get a yellow card here for Lucas Zhao. Conor Hurahan is going to come on for Swansea in the FA Cup game. But let's stick with Reading and Brentford for the time being. I'll start scribbling down the teams as well. So we're fully in on this game. Brentford, as ever, playing out from the back. Dalsgaard clips it down the right-hand side. Looking for Tony. In answer to the question about Mbeumo and Fosu, it does appear Mbeumo's down the right and Fosu is down the left. But we'll keep an eye. Thrown into the box, headed clear by Reading. Janel heads back in and McIntyre makes the clearance. Iain back at right back for Reading. Reading team is Iain, Morrison, McIntyre and Richards across the back. Double pivot, as ever, is Josh Laurent and Andy Rinomhota. Janel just playing out from Raya's pass. Reading pressing quite high there. Looked like a high foot by Laurent on Ivan Toney there. Rinomhota and Laurent the double pivot with Semedo in the 10 position, Elise down the left, Ejaria down the right, and Lucas Zhao up top. Richards is going to take a throw. 4 minutes and 10 seconds is where I am at. Oh, Swansea goal. Didn't see it at all. Who scored, guys? We'll have a look in a second. In fact, I can wind that back. The joys of 2 games at once here. Morgan Whittaker has scored for Swansea. That must have been literally after I just looked away. Deary me. Areola played it out wide. Manning low cross in. Whittaker, nice goal actually. Touch, flicks up, and he volleys it in on the angle from the left foot. Steve Cooper applauds. Swansea 1, Manchester City 3. Right, let's get that up on the banner. Will my wireless keyboard work from over here? Yes, it will. Technology. What does Jesse say in Breaking Bad? Science. I shouldn't say that word. Yeah, Fosu has just fouled Iain down in the right back position. It was, as we suspected, by the way, with Fosu left and Puemo right. Not entirely sure what SofaScore and iFollow were playing at, but we know our Brentford on this channel, don't we? Just about 6 minutes gone. Reading edging it so far in this one. Throwing down the left for Brentford, which Rico Henry will take. And Puemo has it on the right. Plays that one back in to Dalsgaard and back into Pinnock at centre half. 80 minutes gone. Swansea, Man City. Man City still holding a 2-goal lead there. That one is 3-1. The Brentford team, if you want it, is Raya in goal. Dalsgaard, Pinnock, Sørensen, and Henry from right to left. De Silva, Janelt, and Jensen across the middle from right to left. And Puemo, Tony, Fosu, the front three. Right, let's get my head in the game. Swans 200-1 to win that. I don't think even Bits will take that one. Don't know when the next round draw is, Jay. We'll cover it, no doubt. Always good fun, isn't it? A bit of pulling there by Elise, but ref waves play on. Who is the ref in this game? I hear you ask. I'd like to know for my own peace of mind. Tony Harrington. Low cross in by Lucas Zhao. Sorry, Semedo. I've got them mixed up twice already. It's going to be a long night, isn't it? That one's cleared, but here comes Iain down the right. And his cross is deflected wide. And it's a corner to Reading. 0-0. 8 minutes and 17 seconds gone. Corner comes in from Elise. Morrison at the back post, headed away. Here's Mbuemo. Keeps it in on the right. Good feet, but then gives it away. Semedo nicks it off him. Big one forward to Ejaria, who's got magnetic ball control, hasn't he? And home it goes to McIntyre. Look out for him on set plays. Ever watched the Graham Taylor documentary? I love Graham Taylor. But yeah, that documentary is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Well, that blonde man has just lost me my job. That sounds like my Mick McCarthy impression, doesn't it? Awful. Ryan says, if Reading lose tonight, are they no longer contenders for automatic promotion? Were they contenders? Oh, flashed across the box there by Doyle. I think Reading just need to consolidate themselves as a playoff team first after jumping from 14th last season. But you never know. Strike while the iron is hot and all of that. Cameron Jerome scored his 150th goal last night. Decent. A championship guru, Cameron Jerome. Here's Elise, edge of the box, the defensive for Reading, edge of his own box. Nice play by him. He's a classy player. Look at that from Elise. Beautiful. This is great football from Reading. Rinamoto. And here comes Richards now. This will be an absolute picture book if they can create an opening from this. They've worked the ball out absolutely beautifully. Ajaria pops it in and the move, sadly, breaks down. Here they come again. Proper quality from Elise to build that move out from his own right-back position there. Here's Laurent. Pokes that through to Semedo. Out it goes to Elise, who looks at it, doesn't he? He clips it in and it's cleared by Sørensen and De Silva. Nice ball early out to Mbuemo, but Ajaria back covering him, wins that back. Nice and easy. De Silva then fouls Ovi Ajaria, and it's a free kick to Reading, who are the better side. When I type Benjamin into YouTube, you're the 7th name that pops up. That's tremendous. Surely it tracks your own usage though, Ryan. I'm just the seventh on your list, not the universe's list. Yidem to Morrison. We are 85-42 up in the FA Cup here between Swansea and Manchester City. I am focused, as you can see, by missing a goal. I'd just like to point out again, for those people that like to spread lies, myths, besmirch my good name and slander my nature, and suggest that the watch-alongs are always 0-0. Just another 4 goals today for those people, those non-believers that indulge in fake news. McIntyre clears that one forward. Zhao backs in with Pinnock. Look like Zhao handballed it there. Nothing doing by referee Harrington. And they've worked it wide to Yidem. They look good here, Reading. Semedo into the box. Sørensen gets his body in the way, does well. Yanel cool and calm out from the back. Brentford clipped down the line. Tony and Morrison. That's going to be a fun slugfest between those two tonight. Now that is some good news. Wow. Sensational. Charlie, wonderful, wonderful news there. Woof. Wonderful news. Get your reaction into that. Charlie, our sponsor, he'd had his operation and in remission. Brilliant stuff, Charlie. Absolutely amazing news, buddy. Really, really great. Great to hear. Fingers crossed. Keep that horrible disease away now. Wonderful news, though, Charlie. It's made my night, that has. Corner for Brentford. It was Rico Henry's cross was headed out by McIntyre. Well done, Charlie. What a battle he's been in with chemotherapy as well. Well done. It was worth the slog, Charlie, wasn't it? Good man. Corner for Brentford. Jensen. Pops it in low. Weird one there. Deflected off Iain, who was covering the near post. It would have gone in the goal, I think. Raphael had to punch it away. I think he's just safe than sorry there. Jensen will get another go, though. $15.29 gone in this one. Jensen pops the cross in. Iain with the lowest header in football history. They've recycled it, but no, it's back to Iain, who has cleared and hoofed down the ground by Omar Richards. Lucas Xiao chases. Oh, Pinnock tries to head it back. Raya does well there. I wondered if he'd sold him down the river there. 16 gone. Brentford coming into it now. Foul by Laurent on Josh De Silva there. Just tries to roll him. Goes through the back of his man. Here is De Silva. Dalsgaard, De Silva now. Switch of play by Janelt. Lovely ball. He's been a good player for Brentford this season. Janelt. Here is Henry. And at this juncture, Fosu and Mbeumo have swapped wings. We'll see how many minutes that lasts for. And Mbeumo's done well, actually. Wins it and crosses into the box. Not the best header cleared by Omar Richards, but Semedo back helps him out. Lucas Xiao is just battering Ram up the top there. It takes about 3 Brentford players to slow him down there. He does, in the end, commit the foul, and referee Harrington gives Brentford the free kick. Some interesting stats. Last time Brentford lost in the league was in October against Stoke. Reading last failed to score in the league in November versus Stoke. He's made it all about Stoke there, hasn't he, guys? Go on, Sloth. Here come Man City on the break. Not good. Hopefully, we can just switch this one off now and focus on this one game here. Well done, Charlie. Absolute. Hey, you're honoured to know I did nothing. I didn't have to go through blooming 8 bouts of chemotherapy a week and all that brings. So wonderful news for you, Charlie. You deserve it. $18.30 gone. Brentford just growing into this now. Reading have looked good, actually. Nice tight game. Right. Swansea Man City is all over. Off that one goes. No distractions now. Sorensen plays that to Pinnock. Reading back in shape. Dalsgaard on the right. Closed down by Ejaria. You notice through the season, Ejaria and Elise, sometimes we questioned their ability to defend. However, that seems to have improved. Paunovic definitely getting a tune out of those guys. Apologies if you're seeing any pluggery for any streams. Could have the Sheffield United game. When does that start, Jay? 7:45. Let me double check. 7:30. Okay, someone alert me at 7:30 and I'll stick it on. Long goal kick by Raphael. Flicked on. Elise chases. That's all the way through to Raya. Elise must have been offside. Thank you, guys. I can't pronounce your name. We're watching Reading on iFollow, sadly. I have dropped 10 quid. So if anyone wants to support via Super Chat, you can, of course, do so. In our first game of the double watch along, it was Swansea 1, Manchester City 3. Ooh, turnover high up the pitch there. Semedo has found Lucas Xiao. He pulls that dummy trick that he always does. Laurent plays it back out to Rinomota. Morrison to Iain. Brentford just push out a little bit, although they're still hemmed in here by Reading. Iain takes a little long on the ball. Rinomota tries to play Elise in down the right. Rico Henry is wise to that one. He tries to clear it down the line. Semedo makes the tackle. In the last match with Reading, Fosu had to play right back, struggled dealing with Ajari. Yeah, he won't be the last right back, Hal, to struggle dealing with Ajari. He's a lovely, lovely dribbler, isn't he? Here is Richards at left back. Into Laurent and onto Rinomota. Nice, even game, this one. Not much in this at all. Here's Ajaria. Richards, who's just got behind him, Buemo. Excuse me. Rinomota to Laurent. They do look solid defensively here. Do Brentford. Richards, yeah, they're just passing in front of them now, Reading. Who can play through the lines? And it's all the way back now into centre half. Morrison, long diagonal forward. In it goes. Going to be a penalty. Wow, they were super, super patient there, Reading. And it's a penalty. It was Josh Laurent who got into the box. I was just criticising Reading for saying, come on, who's got the pass? They were very, very patient. Proved me wrong there. Michael Morrison got it and just went diagonal into Laurent. And he tries to shoot and Dalsgaard just catches him, I think, from behind. I'm on my second replay. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a hard one to see. But we have a penalty for Reading. And Lucas Xiao missed last time we were on here against Preston. 23-44. I'm going to close down the chat in case any of you are ahead of me because I'm on iFollow. So you get an authentic reaction here. Xiao, he's going to run up straight down the middle to give Reading the lead. Xiao, Ray gets a hand to it, but Xiao scores. Reading have the lead against Brentford. It's been fairly tight, but Reading have looked good, I have to say. And they're not, how do I word this? They're not undeserving of their lead. I'm just trying to change the blooming banner, and I've got a laptop here, and I'm pressing keys on this laptop and expect them to do something on the other computer like an idiot. 1-0 to Reading. Let's have a look at the what that would do to the league table. Also, to Brentford's 20-match undefeated streak. But Brentford have been behind in the last 2 games. They've won both of them. But that's what it'll do. Brentford will not go top, and Reading will close up to within 2 points of Swansea, who we've just covered in the FA Cup. There you go. Come on, Shell. Well done, you Reading fans. Have Brentford been poor? No, not at all, A. Da Costa. It's been a pretty even enough game. I would say Reading have been like 7 out of 10 and Brentford have been 6. Not much in it, but penalty and Brentford are behind. Now, Zhao is a very good striker. His potential when he was on loan with us. That would be Blackburn then, Ryan, wouldn't it? I remember that. Probably would have went in for him had it not been the Owen Coyle season. Nice. Here is Henry. Plays that into Sørensen. This should be a nice, interesting battle now because Reading are good without the ball and Brentford are obviously good with it. Well, that may not be in Reading's interest to sit back because they had looked quite good in the first 20 minutes before they'd scored and they hadn't been passive, actually. Throw-in from Janelt. Jensen out to Henry. Henry at left back to Janelt to Henry. Jensen plays that all the way back into Sørensen. How many goals is that this season for Lucas Zhao, the goal machine? In fact, it might be easier if I just bring up Championship and sort by goals, which I'm going to do. You try and stop me. So Tony has got 22. Armstrong's got 17. So Zhao now on 16 league goals for the season. He's going to post a really good total. 19 in all competitions. Throw in down the left-hand side. And another one for Omar Richards. 28 minutes gone. Jensen, central midfield. Nice little back heel by him. Janelt plays that across to Henry. Henry out to Fosu on the left. Sidestep. Yardim goes with him. Fosu tries to clip that one in. And has he won a corner? Raphael came careering out. I don't know whether that's a corner or a throw-in. I think it's a throw-in. I think he managed to keep that in. Thank you, Jay. What channel is Sheffield United on, guys? I'll stick it on the TV here. Sørensen is going to take the throw-in. It's going to go into the box for the Bees. Give me a long throw. In it comes. Look out for Pinnock in these situations. Raphael does well, actually, because Pinnock's there on the near post. Takes no chances. Comes over the top with both hands. Red button BBC. Oh, God, this is going to be a car crash, isn't it? For goodness sakes. Corner, Brentford. Jensen's going to take it from the left-hand side. In it comes. low. Some kind of high foot decision has been given there. I think on Iain. Sorry if I'm straining my eyes. I've normally got a nice big screen right in front of me, and I'm gazing down at my laptop there. It was Dalsgaard who was penalised for the penalty. Who was penalised for that foul as well. Veljko Paunovic looks on. He will be very, very happy. I need love to keep me happy. Bow, wow. God, I'm doing this in the wrong order. I literally can't switch my TV on. We'll work on this as we go. Right. Go on. Go green. God, I think the batteries might have gone on my remote. Anyway, we'll keep our eyes on the one game. Can barely watch one, let alone two. Absolutely decided not to work. Anyway, 31 gone. No TV, I'm afraid. Oh, has it decided it's going to work now? Well, exactly. There you go. Right, no signal for current output. So in theory, if I press that button, everything should work, but the damn green light won't come on there. It's the strangest thing in the world. And there's no manual override here at all. I don't get it at all. Literally was just working 5 minutes ago. I've been using it for the last 2 hours. Ho-hum. Free kick, Brentford, 31, 57 gone. We'll try and remedy that at half-time. Jensen is going to stick this into the box. He's kind of run up and sort of dummied it. So dare I suggest that's a decoy. Right, second go, Jensen. In it goes, cleared by Ejaria. Jensen tries to flick the header out to Janelt. Here comes Ejaria. Ejaria does brilliantly well to win a free kick there. I might have to do the plug out and the plug back in, I think. Give me 1 second, guys. Gone into some weird standby mode. Put my ears back in and we can start over. 33 gone. We're having Sky TV gate here, which just won't light up with a green light. You will be ready to go in a couple of minutes. That's nice of you. Fosu getting into the box there, runs all the way through to David Raya. Fosu got him behind there. He's looking to cross it to Mbuemo. When the screen grows blank, press home to get started. Chance would be nice. Here come Reading on the break. Ejaria, Laurent in the box. Laurent with the shot. Richards has done well. Richards drives it all the way across the box. Oof. If Lucas Zhao anticipated that one, he's got a tap in, but he didn't. Wow. Richards drives into the box. It's literally just fired it straight across the 6-yard box. And Zhao didn't anticipate that and throw himself at it. I didn't think it was a bad pass, I have to say. Right. The TV is working now. If anyone wants to sing that song that the Leeds fans sing, Sky TV is... Well, that's just the Sky box, I think, to be fair. Right. Where am I going anyway? I'm going BBC, red button, right? What a palaver. Loading. Fingers crossed. There we go. Sheffield United v Bristol City. Load up, load up, load up your rubber bullets. Oh, God. You need to sign into your BBC account. Oh, got to enter a code. We'll do that in a sec. Here comes Brentford down the right with Fosu, holds it up into Tony, who is fouled by McIntyre. Yes, BBC, I'll do that in a second. De Silva into the box. Oh, what a strike! It's 1-1. Textbook Josh De Silva. He scored so many goals like that, coming in off the right and curling it in with his left foot. And De Silva does it again in this big game. Has another goal. It is Reading 1, Brentford 1. Lethal from Josh De Silva there. He just carries it past Josh Laurent into the box. Nice turn, too strong for him. It's a great goal. It's a really, really nice goal by Josh De Silva. And it is 1-1. Sometimes you hold your hands up. That's a strong bit of attacking play. Let's just say. Right, what do I need to do to sign into my BBC account? Get your thoughts in on a second goal in this game. Right, I need to go to bbc.com /account /TV. Go. 1-1, 36 minutes gone. And for all you Reading fans, all you Brentford fans here is the live league table that you really wanted to see. And there you have it. Ooh, tipped over the top by David Raya, just as I speak. So I'm trying to enter a code here as well. What a palaver. Enter the code shown on your TV. Right, 5BHMWIFQ. All done. Well, go on then, work. Ah, lovely. Right, corner in from Reading. Oh, good header cleared by Sorensen there. Excellent defending. And it is cleared by De Silva. Continue. Okay, got it. I have a TV license. Watch live. There you go. It really did not want me to have this game on, did it? The universe. Anyway. Let me go to your comments now. I'll go straight to that one. Thank you very, very much, Stephen. A £10 super chat. Also had to create a new email account just to buy the Reading game. Well, thank you, Stephen. That's so kind because you've essentially paid for me to have the Reading game. So very, very kind. Skipper says teams must drill it into defenders. So we have this in the Championship where you're like, with Brentford as well, Skipper. It's like, have you not seen all the corners go to Ethan Pinnock and Josh De Silva always cuts in and hits one on the curler? But hey, you know what they say about good players? You know what's coming and you still can't stop it. Just watch Iain Robbins' entire career. Keep me posted on the Blades game. Oh, I'm just seeing that low chance. Hits the crossbar there. So I think I'm a minute or so behind you. Woo. Right. You're doing the... Yes, Ryan, we will be doing Rovers. Yeah, we've done them on a watch-along yet, Ryan. Nice touch from Lowe, but lacked the finish. Yeah, keep me posted. I think there's a few of you watching on BBC here by the sounds of it. I'll keep my eyes on Reading and Brentford at the top of the Championship. And speaking of the top of the Championship, bosh, that equaliser will put Brentford at the summit and maintain their 20-game undefeated streak, which will, by definition, become a 21-game undefeated streak. What I will do, now we've watched that first game, is I will redo our banner. And we will put Sheffield United 0. I'm such a Luddite, aren't I? Right. Sheff United 0. Bristol City 0. Bosh. You guys have got to watch it, though. I've got to keep my eyes on this one. Oh, here comes Zhao. He's in behind, actually. He's ahead of Pinnock. Lucas Zhao. Oh, great tackle by Pinnock in the end there. Go gadget leg, because Zhao had outran him there. He's such a horrible player to defend against, Lucas Zhao, isn't he? We said the other day, if you come short against him, back in, and then he's skillful. And if you go tight, he'll roll you and turn just like he did then. And he's not mega quick, but when he's running, you can't, he's strong and he shoulders you away. A proper menace up front, Lucas Zhao. 41 minutes and 10 seconds. Gone. Aye, 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 aye. Less than 10% of Benjamin Bloom watch-alongs have finished 0-0. I bet it's less than 5%. All absolute fake news, isn't it? By nefarious people perpetrating wild and salacious rumours against my good name. Evening, James. I'm great, man. And you're in the Q&A tomorrow, aren't you? So I will happily talk some more about Emi Buendia. One of my favourite subjects to talk about. I can't do the whole marathon, Iain. I've got a date with Netflix and my missus and The Crown again. We nearly finished that though. So it was Swansea 1, Manchester City 3 in the 5:30. It is Reading 1, Brentford 1 in the 7. And it's Blades 0, Bristol City 0 in the FA Cup in the 7:30. They've only played 12 minutes though. Excuse me. This Sprite is nice, but there is collateral. Again, Iain, just salacious, vindictive, recalcitrant behaviour from Iain there. If there was less slow flakes, I'd have been at Rotherham last night. Believe you me. That didn't go over well with the website either. Foul by Fosu on Morrison, who stays down. I think he's absolutely fine. So just a bit of minor S-housery from Michael Morrison. Oh, that's nice. That's good, Jay. I've stored that. Well done. Elise to Laurent, out to Richards. Back to Josh Laurent. Drives forward and into the box. Laurent still going. Good strike. And Raya saves. And then Rico Henry. Well, bit of a miscommunication there. Josh Laurent's playing well in this game, actually. Good effort there. And I think Raya wanted to come and catch that. And Henry didn't quite trust that he was going to make it. And boots it away. I got you, Iain. Don't worry. Headed clear by Pinnock. When I start using the long, silly words, I'm being sarcastic. Hopefully sarcasm translates better from my voice than it does from the comments. And Buemo has conceded I think it's just a throw-in. Well, no, has he fouled Richards? No, he has fouled Richards. Reading can stick this free kick in the box. Clumsy from Buemo. 2 minutes stoppage time to be played. There is no subliminal messaging going on, I promise you. People try and read subliminal messaging into the colour of the shirt I'm wearing or anything I say, I promise. I'm not that smart. Richards chasing back and Buemo was on his tail, but he manages to get it home to Raphael. 45-30 gone. 2 minutes minimum stoppage time to play. McIntyre tries to take on Dalsgaard. He's run that out of play. I don't know what referee Harrington has given then. He's given a free kick for the first instance. Okay. Dalsgaard was saying that was miles over the line. He was right, but I think they'd already given the free kick in the first instance. We got about 55 seconds of minimum stoppage time to play. Zhao chests that off to Elise. Elise running at Jensen, who fouls him, surely. Or not. No foul. I got it wrong. Brentford carry on. Sorensen plays back to Raya. Zhao breathing down his neck. Cleared away. Josh Laurent again. He's had a good first half. Fed down the line, but referee Harrington, a fairly inopportune moment for Reading, blows the half-time whistle. It is Reading 1, Brentford 1. Penalty in, I don't know, I guess about 20 odd minutes in from, well, actually, let's just bring the proper numbers up. From Lucas Zhao, after Henrik Dalsgaard was adjudged, and I'll use that word advisedly because I need to see a couple more replays of that one, adjudged to have brought down Josh Da Silva, or clipped him, whilst he tried a right-footed shot just on the edge of the area. And Josh Da Silva, nice solo effort. If you look at the numbers, I mean, take the one big chance out of it because it was a penalty. To my eye test, I think Reading have just edged it. But it's a good game and it's a tight game. And technically, it's a good game as well. And it's a good watch. Could go either way. But remember when we looked at the benches, definitely as the game goes on, there's more opportunities for... God, Rhian Brewster just crashed through a advertising LED board there. That was very WWE. Looking on the other screen. There may be more chances in the second half to affect it for Brentford. I'll try and keep an eye on that and we'll see if we can see a replay of the penalty. Right. Who was the last person to go in the fake news sin bin? I think there was someone. We haven't put anyone in. Someone saying, Mr. City. Honestly, I just blocked Mr. City because he just seemed to be an absolute bellend, didn't he? So the fake news sin bin's fun for people to go in and come out. I'm sure you've all been in it, haven't you? Whereas Mr. City, I wasn't really up for that. Right, should we have a look at Sheffield United, Bristol City? It's 0-0, 18 gone. I think Blades have gone quite strong with their team in this one. Bristol City on a bit of a losing streak in the Championship. Charlie, here of the good news. If we had to pick a winner, Oh, it's so tight, Charlie. So tight. It could well be a draw. It might end 1-1, to be honest. But I do think, I will say, I think Brentford have got more options off the bench. But hey, that might not be it. Someone had commented on that. And Langley, think Brentford will show their quality second half and nick it against us. Oh, not optimistic there. Now, I think Liam is asking to be inducted into the fake news sin bin. So we'll see Liam in 5 minutes. He says Lambert for manager of the season. I think he knows what he's doing. He just wanted to hear some nice Beethoven, didn't he? Roll cue. There we go. Liam's in the fake news sin bin. We like Liam, though. We're just seeing the halftime stats on iFollow there. The glorious creation that is iFollow. I think Naki Wells just penalised for a foul in this game and a free kick to Sheffield United. Jamie Patterson is standing on the ball. No Dan Bentley for Bristol City in this game. Lundstrom and Fleck over the free kick. Right footer and a left footer. Fleck clips it in. Oh, McGoldrick did well. Billy Sharp was in Billy Sharp's favourite place there in the 6-yard box. But the flag is up. A good advert for the Championship. Absolutely. A lot of these top 6 games in the Championship between Bournemouth and Reading and, Watford have been a little bit dour at times, haven't they? But Norwich and Brentford, Swansea, they've been good, haven't they? Went to make a brew and heard the fake news music. It was Liam the MK fan. He asked to be put in, though, because the subject got brought up, didn't it? Hopefully we get some replays and I follow. And I can see that penalty call again that went against Brentford earlier in this game. Oh, yes, you're right, beautiful graphs and spreadsheets. We've got a shout out for King of the Bin, who is Jim. I don't know if he's still here. We've been on stream 2.5 hours. Thank you to Jim. King of the Bin. We had a lovely super chat from Stephen as well, who's basically paid for the iFollow for us, which was very kind of him. You too can support via super chat at any point during the show. Quick Patreon plug as well. Patreon exclusive now, the quick previews. So they last 3 or 4 minutes rather than the whole stream. We will be doing the Patreon only Q&A tomorrow, stacked up with questions for that. Brilliant. And we're hopefully going to add one more weekly show, Patreon exclusive, very soon. All of the stuff that's free on YouTube will still be free on YouTube. There he is, Jim. Well done, legend. Jeff Eltringham, who's in Ian's dreams at the moment. Do you not remember it, Ian? It was referee Eltringham in the same week that gave the penalty to Max Aarons against Reading for Norwich, and then the penalty for Scott Sinclair against Bristol City, was it? In a couple of our watch-alongs. Chris, fine advert for the Championship. Reading the better side. Yeah, I had them as edging it, Chris. Taking the fight to Bees, who fell behind for the third game running due to sloppy defending. Raya probably should have saved the penalty. Chris loves Raya, doesn't he? Got level via a brilliant solo goal. I'll put that one to the chat. I'll keep my powder dry on that one from Connor. Ben seems to crown is taking over the stream with the Royals playing and now the King of the Pin. We're all set up, aren't we? We are all set up. What is it with Sprite that makes it go ting, ting, ting? Makes a very annoying noise as you get him back. I'm still that angry. Referee Eltringham will do that to you, Iain. Nil-nil. Sheffield United, Bristol City. They are 24 minutes in the FA Cup. There is young Towler, who's playing for Bristol City tonight. Here's Patterson for the Robins. He's gone back home into Thomas Callas. Switch of play out to Moore, who boots it into the channel. That's going to go all the way out. Ampadu just sees that away. And it's going to be possession straight back to Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. I hope it doesn't. I sincerely hope it doesn't. But yes, we've heard about... Do I want to read the back of that? There is the dreaded aspartame. We got another FA Cup one on lock, yes. Brighton and Leicester, by the sounds of it. Yeah, not on my watch, those two. We got a championship team and a dearly departed here, but Brighton have been an absolute menace to the dearly departed. You're all right, Charlie. We got your back. You give Charlie a shout out, actually. He is our sponsor for the live watch-alongs. There he is. Charlie Frost, 30 years of Laura Royal. Here's to many more. Here. And congratulations on his great news today. Half-time, Reading 1, Brentford 1. Blades 0, Bristol City 0 in the FA Cup. Hunt and Lowe duking it out down the right-hand side for Bristol City. Free kick conceded by Hunt. Right. I get to have a look at this penalty call now. Let's see if they'll show me a nice slow-mo. I'm going to really look here. Does Dalsgaard catch Laurent? Actually, I wonder if I can pause. I think I can, actually. That is so hard to tell. Can I wind back 10 seconds? Oh, I can, actually. Right, I'm just going to have another couple of looks at this penalty. I've not got the best angle. Well, the worst that happens is, as Josh Laurent, I might get a better angle here, actually pulls back his right foot to shoot, it may be that the right thigh of Dalsgaard, that Laurent's foot hits his right thigh as he's pulling his foot back to start the act of shooting the ball. It's a weird one, though, because then his foot kind of then kicks into the ground and he goes down. But let me watch a couple more times. It's certainly not clear if it is a penalty. I'm not saying it's not. Very, very tricky to tell. To be fair to referee Harrington, he's in a very good position to see it. I'm going to watch one more time and then I'm going to move on. Interesting. I mean, we certainly got to the point where there's not actually a challenge made by Dalsgaard. Not that that would intimate that it's, he's not impeding the progress of the forward player, but yeah, he'll come away from that thinking, how on earth have I conceded a penalty there? Goodness me. What have we got in here? Loads of new comments. Right, let's have a quick read of this. Long throw in for Zach Viner at Bristol City. Said, while the 7th longest serving manager in the top 4 league. Remember, if you do 3 seasons now, you're in the top 10, aren't you, I think? Charlie is in remission, MJ. Wonderful news. We're improving here in Uganda. Nice. We've had all sorts of Euros questions, Charlie. Lots of teams been put forward. Yes, clear penalties. Still not sure Dalsgaard touched him. He kicked the ground. Well, he definitely kicked the ground, skipper. But Dalsgaard could also have touched him. I don't know. I watched the replay and wound it back many, many times and couldn't tell. So not clear whether he touched him. I'm sure at some point someone will come up with a super slow replay and we'll see for sure. Anyway, it is what it is now. It's half-time level. So Chris says, looked like a penalty to me. Clumsy. How did Liam's back from the fake news Simbin? How did Blackburn become contenders for the championship? Get a tune out of Harvey Elliott and they'll be up there, won't they, for sure? Mowbray must be getting up there. Yeah, someone Google it. Eze for the Euros. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Ian's currently in his living room. You know when the detectives put the pins on the wall and the bits of strings? He's got like referee Eltringham in the middle of it, and he's working out. How he's going to get back at referee Eltringham. My thoughts on Ipswich promotion chances. I can answer that in one word. Slim. My instinct was penalty, to be fair, but I think now poor decision. I'm pleading the 5th still. Velko Paunovic has done a proper job. You're damn right. So either Velko Paunovic is a really good manager or that squad really underachieved last season, or a bit of both. But no, to jump from 14th to be competitive playoff team, he's done absolutely superbly. And here says, Ben, put I'm not a troll in the sin bin. He's a fake. Now, Annie, you know what happens to people that tell me what to do, don't you? I think they have a certain place they need to go. So I think we need to put you in the fake news sin bin, don't we, Annie? I always give someone a chance. Oh, I'm Annie's cousin. Oh, there we go. Do I read all of the comments? I try to. Sometimes they come a bit quickly, but we're at a point in the channel where I can kind of get all of them in. So, right, players are back out for the second half. Let me check that I'm live. There we go. Sheffield United and Bristol City still 0-0. 33 in. Here come the Brentford players out of their tunnel. Everyone gets separate tunnels now because of COVID. Blooming COVID. There's something wrong with the world today. I don't know what it is. A meltdown in the skies. Name that tune. Here we go. Second half is imminent. No changes by the look of it. Brentford to kick off. There you go, Harvey says, second half predictions. You do it. No, Ryan. The sea and the sky with diamonds. I used hot water bottles last night for the first time. I don't think I even have a hot water bottle. Yeah, that's a good point, Jay. Hit like. Hit the thumbs up button. We've kicked off. I've missed it. Deary me. And in he goes. I'm Not a Troll is in the fake news sin bin. What did you do last night? Oh, well, I created a fake profile and a fake name without a picture and went on a stream and tried to annoy everybody. It was great. I felt a big dopamine rush in my brain when people disliked me. I'm going to do it again every night. Can you imagine? Long ball forward by Pinnock. And Buemo spins Richards, does well. Buemo plays Fosu in down the right. Fosu's held up, plays it back to De Silva. De Silva on the right-hand side just stands still. Attack loses a bit of momentum. It's to Janelt, who's gone to Sørensen. Another switch sides. Rico, Henry, Jensen tries to play it inside the covering defender. They're doubled up, actually. They had Elise in front of Iain there, and Jensen couldn't get Henry in down the line. Fouled by Lukashenko on Sørensen. Well done, Locke. Yes, there we go. Aerosmith. Don't know why it was in my head. Yeah. Well done, Carl, as well. He got it. Name that tune. Get a hobby. I'm not going to read that, but I'm going to laugh at it. Lovely. Free kick conceded by Janelt. I think Reading are going to put this in the box. Foul on Semedo by Janelt. Just catches him as Semedo is going to try and sort of turn him and go the other direction. Janelt stayed his course, commits the foul, according to referee Harrington. Right, here comes the free kick in from Elise, looking for Morrison. Goes over everybody. Iain keeps it alive. Iain tries to go in between Dalsgaard and Fosu. Doesn't succeed, but Reading still have the ball. Oh, crikey. Elise was the last man there, and he decided to try and take on Jensen there. Dangerous manoeuvre, but he pulled it off. Confident boy. Brentford now trying to build out from the back. They're just going to get back in shape there. Didn't go for the immediate counter-attack. Brian and Buemo wanted them to do. He was over on the right-hand side with a load of space behind him. They have gone long after all of that. Pinnock boots it over on Buemo's head, and Buemo holds his arms out and says, "You should have played me that one earlier." Thrown down the line by Dalsgaard. And headed away. messy at the moment. Yanel is penalised again in central midfield. Free kick to Reading. Need to build the piano into these streams. It'll get done. I just need to get a little amp for it. Elise. Richards. Richards takes the throw in back to Elise. In it goes to McIntyre and Morrison. Just a little drop off in intensity from Reading from the way they started the first half. They felt they were really kind of at it and pushing on Brentford in the first half. Just sat back a little bit more in this half. Although Brentford have not had much attacking territory, to be fair, particularly in this second half. Oh, tremendous news. I'm not a troll. I've heard you've been talking about me. The great thing about this, I'm not a troll, is you can wind it back and hear what I said. Here's Mbuemo. Tries to switch the play. Given away. Henry comes forward. And a foul by Rinomota on Henry. And I think Reading going to have to defend this free kick. I think Brentford are going to stick it in the box. Thank you. Beautiful graphs. 14,000 subs. We did it. 51-49. Attacking free kick to Brentford. Jensen re-spots it. It's going in the box from Yanel, headed away. Not great delivery, but he's got it straight back. Just drives towards the edge of the box now. Knocks it back. Referee Harrington in Rico Henry's way there, I think. So he goes all the way home. Back it goes. Fosu into the box. I think Tony was trying to dummy it for Mbuemo, who was awaiting behind me. Behind me? Behind him. Yenelt plays it down the line. Fosu crosses in and Morrison is going to concede the corner. Yanel from the from the left-hand side is going to take the corner for Brentford. In it goes and caught by Raphael. Ejaria plays that forward to Semedo. But it's back with the Reading defenders. Here's Rinomota. Goes down. I don't know if he just tripped up there. Yidam's charging forward down the right-hand side. Tries to run Henry, who's pretty quick as fullbacks go. Takes a touch and concedes the corner. Reading just putting a little bit of pressure on here. 54-35 gone. Purple Bungalow says, as I've only recently found your channel, just wondering how long it's been going. Well, we were doing, crikey, let me tell you the proper story. So I was just doing Ipswich Town match reviews, and then I guess we started properly doing, looking at lots of championship stuff 2 seasons ago, really. So it's grown quite nicely, actually. Obviously, we had a bit of a head start there. Ooh, Elise comes into the box on the right-hand side, hits the shot, deflects, wrong foot, Raya, and just deflects wide of the post. Hit Yanel on the back. Does arouse suspicion somewhat, doesn't it? He doth protest too much. Corner in from Elise, punched clear. Reading had just picked up, I think, past couple of minutes. I would suggest, in my humble opinion. 56 gone, 1-1. A bit of dry skin on my lip. It's attractive, isn't it? Tight game. Intense one here. Half time at Bremel Lane, says Anir. 0-0. And Spurs have taken the lead in 4 minutes against Everton. I was going to click on that, Liam. Everton, Tottenham just kicked off. Spurs have scored. 56-40 on the clock. Looks cold at Bramall Lane, doesn't it? Just seen Thomas Callas walking off with a bright red rosy face. Ridder Motor flicks that forward. And now here come Brentford on the counter. Big tackle by McIntyre there. It's going to break for Zhao, but he's offside. I thought that was going to fortuitously just fly over the top, and Zhao was going to be in behind. No good. Thank you, Pee-wee. Davinson Sanchez scored for Spurs. Nice. Sanchez headers into the bottom corner. Thank you, guys. I wonder whether Thomas Frank will look to the bench shortly enough in this one. Richards plays that to McIntyre. Switch of play out to Yidem. Elise comes short. Henry goes with him. Yidem tries to find the gap, but Yanel covers well. Plays into Sørensen. Sørensen goes home to Raya. Touched by Raya. Lucas Zhao has clearly been told to press David Raya when he's got restarts to take. Brandon Buemo has been penalised. Bit harem scarum and played into the channel by Dalsgaard. Tony does well to win the header. And Buemo to Tony. Tony thought he'd got fouled. Nothing given. Rinner Motor diagonal. And Dalsgaard heads away to Buemo to Tony. Iffy first touch by Tony, and they double team in their Rinner Motor. And here comes Ejaria. Nice drive towards the D. Just got crowded out in the end. Strangely for Ejaria, never looked like he had control of that one. It's going to be a corner to Reading. Oh, Jay says he's done me a Sheffield United halftime report. Oh my God, I'm never going to be able to find it. Copy and paste it. Copy and paste it, Jay. I'll read it. Corner for Reading. Michael Morrison is having a talking to from referee Harrington. And now in it comes. Looking for Zhao on the near post. Cleared away. Oof. Ijari has drawn a foul. If Fosu had fairly knocked him off the ball then, there was a big overload there. Yeah, he's just barged him in the back there with his arm. There's going to be a free kick to Reading. 60 minutes, 47 seconds gone. Flicked on. Iain. It was flicked on, and Iain was pretty much in if he got a good first touch. He got a really heavy first touch. I think it was McIntyre was in the middle who flicked the header on Iain on the back post. A decent touch there, and he's definitely in with a goal-scoring chance there. There you go. There's your halftime Blaze report. Kicked off. Blaze hit bar. Not a lot happened then. There you go. Longest unbeaten run in the Championship ever. No idea. I know the longest winning run was Aston Villa a couple of years ago with 10. Wasn't it? We had a couple of 9s, haven't we? When I say Championship, I'm going from 2004-5. Is that the right year? I did a video on it anyway. Whoop. Here's De Silva. Sorensen. Janel. Yeah, Reading in shape. Brentford very patient. Reading very patient. Both sides just moving into a little bit more of a cautious, suss each other out mode, I think, at the moment. Here comes Henry down the left for Brentford. Strides forward. Plays that ahead of him. Crossed into the back post. Overhit looking for Mbeumo. I don't know if you heard me, Pete. Longest winning run, 10 games. So it wasn't in Reading's. Reading scored 106 points, but they didn't at any point win 10 on the trot. I think it's only Villa that have done it. I think Reading have done 9 on the trot twice, and one of them wasn't in the season that you're talking about, which is 2006, I think, where they got 106 points, but in the one with Brian McDermott, where they went mental at the end of the season. Right, Sergi Canos has come on for Brian Mbeumo, which we suspected, we suspected we'd see Canos. Not been a great game for Mbeumo. But here come Reading down the left with Ejaria, who's temporarily swapped with... no, he hasn't. He's been playing there all the time. I get confused. But here is Elise down the right, where he's also been all the time. So Elise and Iain down the right, and Richardson. Ejaria down the left. Foul there on Matthias Jensen. 1-1. The clock is a ticking. Thomas Franks made the first move from the bench with Canos coming on for Mbeumo. Pinnock. Sorensen strides out of defence. Flicked on by Tony. Here's Kanyos coming in off the right. Tries to flick it in. Good ball. De Silva won't come down for him. Good defending by Big Morrison there. At the back. It's a clever ball by Kanyos. Just kind of flicked it over with the right foot there. Dalsgaard, Kanyos, Tony, Jensen trying to bustle his way through. Oof. Looked dangerous immediately with Kanyos coming on. And here he comes down the right-hand side. Ejaria with him. De Silva's now got it. De Silva, goal scorer in the first half. Well done, Richards there. He didn't buy any of the step overs or the feints. Kept his eye on the ball. But it's poor from Reading. They haven't got rid of it. Kanyos crosses low to the near post looking for Tony. Goal kick. Crikey, most goal contributions. It's difficult with the Championship because obviously the good players either get promoted or get sold. So people don't build up that many numbers. I think the top Championships was Billy Sharp or was it Jordan Rhodes? There's a few players who've stayed in the Championship for ages and scored. It'll probably be one of that lot. Yeah, as I said, I was only going back to 2005, so yeah, not looking at 1905 or 1954. Come on, you bees, says PN. Good luck to you, Brentford fans. Are you Reading fans in this one? I, as usual, have no bias in this game because my team's rubbish and they're in League One. Martin says, come on, you bees. Need to keep the pressure on Norwich. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day and all that. A draw is all right tonight. In a single season, I doubt, even with assists now being counted, you'll beat Guy Whittingham in 92, 93. I know that goes back before the 2005 was sort of 42 goals in 46 games. I guess Tarabd in 2011 would have got something like 20 goals and 17 assists or something mental like that. And Graham Dorrans get like 20 plus assists in one season, once for West Brom as well. Richards down the left-hand side crosses that one in. I suspect Mr. Ben Rama the last couple of seasons was over 30 on goal contributions, wasn't he? Here's Kanyos coming down the right-hand side. And has he won the corner? No, he has not. Some good battles here between wingers and fullbacks in this games. You've got Kanyos against Richards. You got Fosu and Yidam. Elise and Henry and Ejaria and Dalsgaard. $68.54 gone. Tight game. There may not be any more goals. I doubt there would be more than one. Surely. Ejaria. Laurent plays it out to Richards on the left. Laurent's got it again. He's played well today, Josh Laurent. Ejaria holds it up. Richards, Brentford nicely in shape. And Morrison. All the way back with Raphael. Long one forward for Fosu to chase. Zhao is offside again. Other than scoring a penalty, it's been a fairly quiet night for Lucas Zhao, hasn't it? Some people have got a lot of time on their hands, Liam. That's all I'll say. My favourite EFL striker of all time. Is this a time to plug my interview with Kevin Phillips? Played into Fosu. He tried to spin and control. Tony was coming in behind him. Couldn't quite get there and read him clear. Fosu. Janelt. Jensen. Fosu. Fosu in low to Kanyos. Controls it. Good defending from Richards. Really good battle that is. Ijaria and Janelt wrestling. Referee lets it go. Sorry, it was Dalsgaard. And now break on for Reading with Zhao, who it's not a great ball out to Elise. In fact, it's a very bad ball out to Elise. And here come Brentford. Picked up a little bit last 2 minutes. But Rico Henry is all on his own with 3 Reading players against him. And he's done really well, actually. Won a throw in. Excuse me. Midweek review show will be 1 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be a live stream. Blake says, as a Swans fan, draw is a good result. Absolutely. If you're ever up against teams, you want them to draw. You want both teams to drop the points. Just get that 3 points off the board. It's going to be a long throw-in for Brentford. Sørensen puts it into the mixer, looking for Pinnock. It's cleared by Semedo. Not very well, though. And it's all the way through with David Raya. Sørensen plays it out to Henry on the left, back to Sørensen. And De Silva. De Silva down the line, cut out by Richards. How the hell is someone going to win this game? I'll give my normal answer. Bit of quality, bad refereeing decision, or a mistake, or a set play. One of those type things. Oh, lovely ball round the corner there. And surely Richards is going to get a yellow card there for a rather calculated looking foul on Henrik Dalsgaard. Yeah, good job by referee Harrington there. And it's a free kick for Brentford. It's a lovely ball round the corner from Ivan Toney. And actually, it's a bit of a weird one because it looked like Morrison was getting there first on the cover. So maybe he didn't need to make the foul there, Richards. But in the moment, he thought he did. And it's a free kick to Brentford, which Matthias Jensen's going to take. Michael Morrison's organising the line, about 20 yards from goal. Here comes Jensen, puts it in, and I think it's going to be out for a corner. It is indeed. Do I think fans will be allowed in next season? I think they will. Saw the Americans doing it at the Super Bowl, didn't we? They'd be socially distanced at first, won't they? But maybe for the whole of next season. We'll see how things progress. Corner was headed across by Pinnock. Bit of head tennis now. Morrison heads away. Jaria finishes the job as far as De Silva. De Silva put in by Henry. Headed clear. And out of danger by Reading as we come up 75 minutes. Switch of play to Henry. Here's De Silva. De Silva crosses in, looking for Tony. It's easy for Raphael. Crosses too close to the keeper. Like Iain was just clutching his leg there. Here is Semedo. Place that one inside to Laurent. Elise. Ejaria, good crossing position now on the left-hand side. Back it goes to Laurent, who clips it in, and he and Ivan Tony there, Iain and Tony, fighting for the ball. Neither of them get it, and out of play it goes. Sonny Aluko is going to come on for Alpha Semedo. Fresh legs in the 3 off the front. I assume he'll play in the number 10 position, or they'll stick Michael Elise or Ovi Ejaria into one of those spots. We will find out imminently. Can pretty much all rotate those 3 off the front there for Reading, although it looks like Aluko is going to play number 10. Hoofed up in the air there. Now or never to get those next 2 points to keep us top, regardless of the Swansea score. Play the long game, PN. There's plenty of games that aren't away against top 6 teams. But here comes De Silva into the box. Oh, he puts it across on the floor. Tony couldn't convert, and Raphael gathers. Woof. Oh, this light's going to do that annoying thing now where it flickers. Can you see me okay? I think this light up there has been on its way out for a while. Big opening there, by the way, De Silva, right deep into the box. That's where he does lack a bit of a right foot, I have to say. Morrison just got there ahead of Ivan Tony. Here comes Rinamoto driving forward. Zhao swings his foot at that one. Tony's hold-up play is really good, isn't it? Here comes De Silva now. Bit of a breakaway. The light kicks back in above my head. A heavy touch by De Silva, and Morrison, who's played well, gets that one cleared. Any electricians watching? Did I get more viewers at games, or do you get more now? It's hard to say because I do regular daily content now. So you're asking people to watch a bit more. Numbers are up, obviously, but you know, back in the day, it was focus on the weekend and getting to games, wasn't it? Back in the day, a year ago. We're coming up 80 minutes now on a knife edge here. I do miss the car videos. Hey, we all miss a lot of stuff, don't we? Roger Black, the runner. Great content. Thank you, Roger. You remember the 400-meter runner, Roger Black? He looked like a Disney prince, didn't he? With his flowing locks. Headed away by Morrison. Ejaria plays that to Richards, who clears up to Zhao. Luco has wildly overhit the ball outright to Yidem. Into the last 10 minutes. Big game at the top of the league table. Let's bring you the live league table. As it stands, Brentford are going top. 55 points. Reading will stay fourth. You'll happily draw a game against the top six rival, although from Brentford's point of view, they won the home game. They'll take the 4 points. Thank you very much, Roger. Super sticker straight in there. Thank you so much. Very, very kind, my friend. Not the runner, but a Leeds fan. Excuse my silliness. I'm sure you get fed up of that in the same way I get fed up of being compared to every man whose hair is longer than 2 inches. Deary me. Ben is our football Lord and Saviour in these tough times. Thank you, David. Our Lord and Saviour. Naughty. There was a substitute there. Godos has come on. Who's he come on for? Fosu. 81.5 minutes. Is either of these teams going to get a very important winner? Janelt to Sørensen. Out to Jensen. Nice ball forward by Jensen, looking for Kanyos. It's Godos. Jensen. Jensen into Kanyos, inside left position. Reading looks solid though. Here's Raya. Big diagonal from Sørensen forward. Good play by McIntyre. Steps out of defence, chests it down and brings it out. He's got his team up the pitch. Elise, and on the right wing, he beats his man. They've doubled up on him well, though. And it's back into central midfield and Rinomota. Tight game. Out wide to Ejaria. Ejaria to McIntyre to Morrison. Played forward there and given straight back to Brentford, who are going to retool now. Does have the air of a game now that neither side wants to lose, for sure. Dalsgaard plays it down the line. And Godos, that came off apparently, much to his bemusement. Richard's taking his time with the throw. 83-40 up now. We are... When are you officially into late goal territory? It's after 85 minutes, surely, isn't it? So we're nearly into potential late goal territory here. Here comes Rico Henry. Janelt. Long one into Tony, chests it down. Godos couldn't quite control it. Nothing's quite just come off for Tony. He's played a few, that was an example, a few sort of clever ideas that on another day create a chance, and it just hasn't happened yet. Yeah, we are into Norwich territory. That's post 90 minutes, let alone post 85, isn't it? Henry. Jensen. Henry into the box. Tony tries to bring it down. De Silva, nice feet. Double drag there. Janelt, long way out. Thought about the shot. Kanyos. Jensen, good build up. Henry, high on the left. He's knocked it back. Crossed into the back post. Tony chests it down. De Silva has scored again. Wow. That is a late goal, and Brentford take the lead. I just mentioned Ivan Toney had tried a couple of clever bits and bobs, and he's got that one right. Chests it down to Josh De Silva, who has got both goals in this game. And Brentford, wow, what a run they are on. Brentford take the lead in the 85th minute. It's quality from Toney. And De Silva, we said in the first half, he doesn't have a right foot. Well, he just larruped that one in, full on the volley. Raphael can't do anything with that. They built up the move beautifully. It's a great assist from Toney with the chest. Just chests it back, and De Silva slams it home with 5 to go. I'm going to put it up, and there it is. Brentford would go on to 57 points if they can last this next 3-4 minutes. It's a big goal. And for those of you that believe it wasn't a penalty in the first half, maybe some justice done, but they've done it the hard way. It'll be the third consecutive game that Brentford have been behind and not only clawed it back to not lose, but potentially with just 3 minutes of normal time to go, going to go on to win the game. You've got to tip your cap to these bees and the run they are on at the moment. My goodness me. Wow. Let's have a look at your comments. PN's happy. Congratulations. Come on, the bees. Says Noah. Goodness me, James, as a Norwich fan, oh dear. Well, this is about Brentford today, and they are heading for victory as things stand. David Raya has the ball. 87 minutes gone. They've played it nice and patiently, haven't they? Toney not on the score sheet, but De Silva popping up with 2 goals. A big goal kick forward. McIntyre climbing all over the back of Toney, gets away with it. Jensen kind of knees it forward. Here comes Kanyos driving forward. Kanyos hits the shot. Spill. Toney's going to score. They've won it. They've definitely won it. Ivan Toney, a really patient game from the league's top scorer. And take a bow, Brentford. They've done it again. Toney wraps it up now. 88 minutes gone. Big celebrations from the Brentford bench. They know it's a big win. Toney has played a really mature, patient game today. It hasn't been easy for him, but he's plugged away and he gets his goal there. It's not great from Raphael. Kanyos with the shot and it's spilled. But 3-1 and Toney, oh God, he puts it right through. Raphael in the end. How does that even go in? Goes through his hands. He's calm as you like. But it's a big, big win for Brentford. They are 3-1 up. They were just ready in. I think it was Zambarek was just about to come on to shore up the midfield. But whether they'll proceed with that sub or not. But well played, Brentford. They're just on a tear, an absolute tear at the moment. And they are going top of the Championship with a big statement win here at the Majeski. 3-1 to Brentford. 2 watch-alongs tonight. 8 goals. Get your comments in on that one. Brilliant stuff by Brentford. You got to tip your cap to this run that they are on now. Boom. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has scored for Everton as well. They're checking a handball in the Sheffield United Bristol City game. Brentford winning the league comfortably, says Ben. Wouldn't worry. Brentford are the best of the non-parachute teams. Oh, yeah, by some, aren't they? What's going on here? Checking possible penalty handball. We've got VAR. Brighton have taken the lead against Leicester. Someone called that one out earlier. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Force and Zambarek are going to come on. And James, my God, a self-aware Norwich fan. Oh, goal disallowed for Brighton. I'll take that one back. Don't think anyone can argue Brentford thoroughly deserve to be top. They're on a right tear, aren't they? Oh, crikey. So I've just seen the handball in the Sheffield United game. That's one of those where the ball's literally flying into the goal. I don't know how you can not give that as handball. He's literally saved the goal. Christ. Yeah, you've got to give a penalty there, surely. And is it a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity as well? It is. It's a red card. Actually agree with that decision in that game. Wow. Two big stories there. Who is that? Alfie Mawson. I don't think the ref's got a choice there. He's literally on the line, virtually saved a goal, hasn't he? But there you go. Penalty and a red, indeed. RIP, any hopes of Bristol City causing a shock? And the Right Honourable Billy Sharp from the spot, although Famara Jeju's S-housing right in his ear, which is quite amusing. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that penalty on the BBC. Oh, now Leicester have scored against Brighton. Josh Da Silva is coming off a great performance by him. And here comes William of Sharp from the spot. Right-footed, scores to O'Leary's left. Thomas Frank, big hug for Josh Da Silva. Match-winning show from Da Silva here. We are 2 minutes into stoppage time. 3 to play. Free kick for Reading. No John Swift on the pitch. It's in his territory. Ha! The goal disallowed now for Leicester as well. I think both teams have had the ball in the net in the space of about a minute there. Free kick deflects wide. Using my wife's computer due to not owning one. This is massive. Bees on a roll. Been going to Griffin Park 30 years. My dad for 60. Good luck to you, Joe. Great stuff. Congratulations, Bees, on this. They've still got to finish the job, but they're going to be top now. We'll have a look at the table when the game finishes. Referee Harrington gives a free kick to Brentford. And I think when this is up in the air, I think the final whistle is going to blow. Chris says the longer it went on, the stronger Brentford got after Reading. Maybe had the slight edge. Bees looking like champions. What a run by Brentford. I can't say it enough. Paunovic, well, set his team up, took the lead. But at the moment, Brentford are just nailing this division, aren't they? So as we play out the final seconds of what's going to be a big, big victory for Brentford. We are... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I thought there was 3 minutes of stoppage time. There's 4. And we are 10 seconds out from that finishing. My bad. Jim says, expect Norwich to be champions, but keep Tony fit. Brentford will go up. He does seem key, doesn't he? Oh, important business. I've got to change the score here for Sheffield United. You are right in the chat. Blades leading 1-0. Elise down the left. He's won a throw. We are 25 seconds over minimum stoppage time. Laurent plays it to Elise. We're going through the motions here. Richards Come on, ref. Blow your whistle. Say all the Brentford fans. And me too, because I want a cup of tea and go and hang out with the missus. Luco pops that in. Out to Laurent. They're still going into the box. Headed out by Pinnock. Tony tries to chest it away. They just need to clear this phase. And I think now it's all done. Canos drives away. We're well over an entire minute over. And surely referee Harrington is going to blow up now. We are 5 minutes and 25 seconds into 4 minutes of stoppage time. Elise on the left. Laurent knocks it back into McIntyre. And the game still goes on, for goodness sakes. And out it goes. Referee ostentatiously looks at his watch. David Raya claps his hands. And surely the whistle is about to go when Raya takes this goal kick. Raya obviously goes from one side of the goal to the other. Sends the centre-halves forward. Everton have gone 3-1 up, by the way, against Mourinho and Spurs. We are 6 minutes, 22 seconds into minimum stoppage time. Here we go. There is the clearance, and there is the final whistle. Reading 1, Brentford 3. What more can you say about Brentford? They come from behind for a third game in a row to win away at one of their challenges. They've recently been to Swansea and drawn. They've beaten Reading away tonight, another top 6 rival. It's 21 games undefeated, and congratulations, Brentford are top of the league. It was Lucas Shaw giving Reading the lead from the spot after Dalsgaard was adjudged to have impeded Josh Laurent de Silva. Lovely goal for the equaliser. Comes in off the right, curls it round with his left foot. Signature move for him. Into the second half. Tight stuff. I said it might be the benches, didn't I? And in the end, it's Canos who came on and made a bit of a difference, didn't he? Tony with the chest down to De Silva, who volleys in. And then Canos' shot parried out, and Tony himself. 23rd goal of the season for Ivan Toney. And that's what you Bees fans want to see, isn't it? Top of the table. And let me do some quick maths, because I'm pretty sure it was 11 points from the first 8 games. So that means in the next 20 games, 46 points. Christ. Brentford are on fire and up at the top of the table. Let's have a look at your comments. Sensational stuff tonight. There we go. We'll do that one. I always get in trouble for saying coming from behind. Thank God, says PN. Come on, you Bees. Top of the league. Bees are going to take some stopping at the top now. I only see it being between them and Norwich in the champion stakes. Chris says, hopefully Reading will be physically and mentally demoralised for Millwall. Reading, I think they'll be back. What is the ref waiver? Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same. Where is all this stoppage time coming from? Thoroughly deserved, says James. Joseph there, noble here from the Reading fans here. Fair play to Brentford. Great team. And the patience today just to wait it out. Exceptional team. And Frank is an exceptional manager who certainly looks it at the moment on both counts. Right. I have been on this stream for 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I am going to bid everybody farewell. It was earlier on today, Swansea 1, Manchester City 3, and then we overlapped and went into a big win for Brentford, who go top of the table with 18 games to go. Brentford are top, and they are 4 points clear of Swansea in third, who do, however, have a game in hand. Well played to Brentford. Review show 1 p.m. tomorrow. Check it out, and all that remains for me to do is say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the super chats, and it is over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button, and to be notified every time we upload, ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.